Hey, what is going on? And welcome to another episode of Nerbotchery. We are with the evil team tonight. We're about to get right into it, but first of all, want to thank our Patreon supporters. We had a really great Patreon show for the writing show that we started last week. That was great. Hopefully people are enjoying that. Seems like they are. Also want to thank, of course, D&D Creative Table Designs. Todd was in our game last week. If you remember, he was there, battling it out with the Froghemoths. It was amazing. We had a great time with Todd there. Hopefully you're able to catch up on that. And what Todd does is he runs the D&D Creative Table Designs Facebook page, which is one of the top 10 Facebook pages for Dungeons and Dragons. It's actually really cool. I say this all the time, but it's true. If you go there, you'll see what I'm talking about. You can actually put it a little by the night if somebody wants to put exclamation point D&D Creative. The link will come right up. But yeah, what it is just a page where you get a whole lot of advice on terrain builds, miniatures. Basically, it started out, I think, of just terrain, but it has slowly morphed into a place where you can just find some really, really just amazing information on all things, RPG, and just, educate yourself just to become a better player, better dungeon master, better terrain builder, better writer. It's just a really amazing page. So I highly suggest you check it out. Also want to thank Reaper Miniatures. They are now doing a lot for us now. As I said, we're still going to do this painting show. JC and I, our tech guy, the only thing we have to do is just get the layout. I'm not the best at that, so so he's deciding the layout. So that's all we're working on now, and then we're going to do that painting show. But yeah, Reaper Minis, if you want to help us out and just also get yourself some great minis, you can just put exclamation Reaper in the chat, and if you click on that link, what it does is when you buy it through them, it just helps us get more gift certificates because they see that traffic and that we're sending it to them. And then they send us gift certificates that we can then pass on to you guys during giveaways and stuff like the major giveaway that we're going to be having when we hit 75 subscribers on either Twitch or Patreon. That huge Underdoom cavern set that Amy here, IME painted, who plays Helen Back. She did an amazing job, even works under a black light, so we'll be giving that away too. Also want to thank Troll Lord Games. They are a great place to get supplemental materials for players and dungeon masters if you're looking for adventures, new spells, all types of things. I highly suggest you go and check out Troll Lord Games, exclamation point troll in the chat, and you'll be able to see that link. And also want to thank Stat Trackers. James used to play, James Keeler used to play on the good team, and he played Alistair Bramblebeard, and he sends us stat trackers, and stat trackers, you see me, I use that all the time. And basically what it is, right here next to me, it just makes it where you don't have to go and look up the monster stats. It's a lot faster. Really great DM resource, so you're not flipping through the books. Makes it a much smoother experience. Again, I'm Tony. This is 5th edition rules. It started out as originally a Doom of Dagger Dale's, morphed into a lot more. It is now kind of like a homebrew. And if you want to know what else we do, you can check our schedule out down below. It has all the things that we're going to have going on. And let's go ahead and have everyone introduce themselves, and then we'll have a recap after that. We'll start with Eric.
Hey, everybody. I'm Eric. I'm playing Cutter. He's a Wood Elf Barbarian. He's been around since the beginning, and he recently got engaged to Tempest. Promptly almost got murdered by a vampire. We still here? You guys hear me okay, right?
Yep, I hear you.
Okay, great. Sorry, my internet. I'm actually, by the way, I'm at Gen Con, everybody. But I'm playing here with you guys anyway, even though I'm at Gen Con.
That's love, man. That's how much he loves us. He's paying for extra internet just so he can play his Dungeons and Dragons game. That's love. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, Eric. And Eric is also our business development director here, so he does a lot of stuff. So he's probably making a million connections out there right now. All right, next, I think he's away. Is Josh back?
No, he said go on without him.
All right, then we will go on to let's go with Young.
Hello, everyone. My name is Young. I play Yuri, our resident paladin, who seems to almost got killed last time. Watched her friend almost sacrifice himself for her, then proceed to take everything down in that process. So definitely is a fun adventure. And now we are going to see what will happen as we are running away.
They just revived. We're going to go to that in a second. Next is space.
This space, I played Tempest, the half-elf storm sorceress. As Eric said earlier, I just got engaged to Cutter, and he seems to have a death wish. And if anybody's gonna kill him, it's gonna be me. So,
ooh, that would be such good drama.
No, it wouldn't.
No,
yeah.
So the last but not least, and it's gonna be her last game for tonight. She's taking a short break, but she's gonna hopefully come back, I believe. And she again painted that wonderful Underdoom for us that we're gonna be giving away for y'all. And that is Miss Amy. Let me not cry that she's. Let me stop.
Thanks. I play Helen Back. I am the cleric, and our last game, we were attacked by a vampire, and then we miraculously had a purple worm interrupt this battle after Helen had prayed incessantly to her father, Lord Hades, for a way out, and he had provided in her mind a way out, but her fallen comrade had basically been killed during this battle. So she has reached out to her father, and he has answered her prayers, and our fallen comrade is back amongst us. But unfortunately, there has been some outcome that has happened because of this. And I don't have black eyes, but I have black eyes now. And you will see during our session what the outcome of that last session has been in order to save our fallen comrade. So we will have more on that.
Well, Helen, I think you're the first and last person that I'm sure I'll ever hear use the word purple worm and miracle in the same sense.
It was a miracle. Thank you, Lord Hades. Praise, Lord.
Most people wouldn't be praising that the purple worm comes up to devour them, but there's all types.
Not when your father sends the purple worm. Of course, he must have sent it.
That was awesome. Then it had that thing. So yeah, and then kind of Helen just recap for us. That big battle with the vampire, and there's that symbol burnt in Josh's chest. And I think he's actually the reason he's late a little bit, guys, is he's actually getting some makeup and maybe a symbol, putting it all on so you can really, really look cool for you all on the stream. So where we're gonna start out is basically Lucius is kind of still unconscious, and the party's kind of gathered around him talking. I guess maybe Helen and everybody can start explaining or trying to figure out what's happened in this symbol that's now burnt on his chest. So I'm gonna let it start from there. You can see on the screen that Lucius is down in the middle of you right now, and I'll let you see the symbol burnt into his chest. You've escaped the purple worm. You found the safe spot that you're in right now. It's damp. There's not as much smoke or fog, or not as much fog around, but it's still kind of, small rivers in the background. And you see the slime coating the walls and everything else. And it's cold, but you feel a little bit sense of safety in this area that you escaped from that debris that was falling in the cave-in from the last room. And now you plop Lucius down, and here he is unconscious right in front of you. There you go.
Helen, is he gonna be okay?
I think so.
He seems to be only mostly dead.
I slap him to see if that wakes him up.
My father has restored him, and look what's happened to my hand. I have this burnt into my hand.
I think something's not right.
I feel different.
I don't
feel
think
very different.
Is that normal?
I don't think so.
No. I've never cast that spell before, and I feel very odd. But Praise Lord Hades. Look what has happened to us. He answered our prayers. Oh, this is miraculous. We must give thanks to Lord Hades for what he has done for us, for Lucius. And can you believe? This is amazing. Oh, praise Lord Hades. Thank you. Thank you.
Real quick, what are we praising him for?
He saved us. Did you not see that creature, that worm creature? That was from Lord Hades.
That was worse than
Killed
Barnabas.
That I gotta agree with that one, honestly. But that was a little extreme.
No, dude, you don't understand. I asked for a way out. I prayed incessantly. You saw me. I fell to my knees, and it must be from Lord Hades that he saved us. Don't you see that?
Okay.
I do.
Surely you see that Lord Hades is the reason why we're all still here. We need to praise him for his wondrous gift. Look, Lucius is still alive because of his wondrous gift. But Barnabas is still out there, and we have to take care of Barnabas. But I think right now
Staring at a dead guy on the ground.
What's that?
Is he alive? As I stare at Lucius's motionless body on the ground.
He's sort of alive, I think.
Give me a medicine check if you want to look and find out to be sure.
I just want to slap him.
I'm looking
Okay.
at Tempest as to why she decided to slap him and gives her
I'm
questioning
like-
looks.
Well, give me a medicine check, and that will be your way of doing medicine.
So who do you want?
You're-
Hold on a second. Who do you want to give a medicine check?
Whoever
Tony.
wants to check if of Lucius was alive. Somebody said they
All right,
wanted to check.
I'm going to assist to give advantage.
Okay, that works.
15.
Okay, well, you definitely passed to see if he's alive. Go ahead. You want to slap him?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
slap him.
Okay. You slap him, and there's an echo kind of goes through the chamber, and you see he's like he's breathing and everything, but he's still kind
Careful.
of unconscious. But he's alive. You can definitely tell your slap has determined that he is certainly alive.
Was that really necessary?
He's only slightly damaged, so don't hit him too hard.
But we had to. I just wanted to see if his chest was gonna rise and fall. And what's the perfect way to get somebody to react if you don't, cause a little bodily harm?
That's true, but you don't want to kill him again.
David,
So
you're right.
Tony, I give
Yep.
I give Lucius a little slight kick with my foot. Come on, get up. Get up.
Wait. As you do that, because he's still a little unconscious, and I guess from the shock of your God granting this prayer, even though you didn't have the necessary diamond dust components, and as you give him that kick, he lets out a loud.
Oh my gosh.
What
So
was
now
that?
you know he's relaxed at least a little bit.
I think he's definitely okay. Ugh. And maybe he shouldn't have eaten what he's eaten. Let's
Probably.
get out of here, guys. Let's. You know what? Given everything that has transpired, I think we need to go back to Calderon. Yeah. There's.
Oh man, I totally forgot about Calderon. Is he even still alive? You think he's alive after how long?
He won't be for long. Let's go back.
It's
Okay.
been a couple of days.
It has been a couple of days.
But we
Lucius?
should leave him food and water.
Lucius, and she's pulling away his hood.
yeah.
Is
Are
someone
you-
going to pick up Lucius?
I'm going to be helping him up. Lucius, you look different too. Do you feel different?
I
You
don't
look
think-
different.
I've had better days.
Lucius, are you
Lucius.
okay?
This is on my hand. Let me see your chest.
Whoa.
You are marked by Lord Hades too.
What exactly does that mean?
He's
Exactly.
mine now. That's what that
Oh.
means. His
Oh,
soul belongs
okay.
to me.
Oh,
So,
well,
Your soul is mine, Lucius.
I don't know what to think of this.
Lord Hades has returned you from the dead and your soul belongs to me.
Praise Hades.
Praise Hades. Praise Lord Hades in his gifts.
Is not the Lucius I used to know.
Definitely not.
Agreed.
Yes, much
but
better
let's-
now. Here, Lucius, and I extend my hand and I help him up.
Let's be thankful that he's alive, at least. Let's be thankful for that.
I
Yes.
suppose.
Yes. Come, Lucius. We must take care of Calderon now.
I feel like my
As a
answer's
gift
just
for
more
Lord
heartfelt.
Hades.
Let's go. Who needs Calderon when we have Hades?
Exactly. Let us go.
I stand back as they walk off. I'll pull her back, and I'll pull Yuri back, and I'm like,
are you creeped out by this more? But creeped out by this more than I am. This is a little freaky. Hey, I know I'm a heartless. I know I'm heartless. I'll kick someone down, but crap, this is weird.
Cutter, what do you think about this?
I don't know either, but let's just be thankful that they're alive and they're not against us. Let's go with that.
So as
Less enemies.
As Helen is walking with Lucius, she wraps her arm around Lucius, and she's all like overjoyed and smiling.
It's good to have you back.
It is
Helen.
good to have you back too. This is excellent. Now we will complete our Lord's work by getting rid of Calderon.
I point and I say that's definitely not normal.
No, it's not. But let's be thankful they're not against us.
Agreed.
Less enemies.
Are you not coming? Come on.
Oh yeah, we are. We're on our way. We're coming.
Come
We're
on,
coming.
Duergar. You're the reason why we came here, aren't you? I told you you're not leaving here without me alive.
And Jimmy responds, yeah, I think we've got enough out of this place anyway. Let's go back up.
Is he still high with mushrooms?
Balls?
He's still high with the mushrooms, if I remember correctly. He's over my shoulders because he's still high with the mushroom. So you see Jimmy slinged over my shoulder as he says that.
Are you? Jimmy doesn't look so good. He seems
he'll be fine.
Off.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll take. He needs a couple of hours to sleep it off.
Okay. Let's take care of Calderon now as a reward and gift for Lord Hades.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's go. Let's go see if the man is still alive.
And then I turn to Cutter and I say, we need to have a conversation. And then I walk off.
I think she's mad.
Now, just to real quick, guys, be aware that you still have your injuries and stuff from the previous battle.
Yes.
Yes. So Helen will, as they're walking, she's going to start to cast some spells for healing.
Can we take a short rest?
Yes, we should take a short rest.
Let's go find someplace safe first before we rest, because I've learned the hard way. I've learned it the hard way many times.
She will do prayer of healing at second level to hit everybody as they're walking. So that would be 2d8 plus 3.
What'd you get?
1 second.
And you get the feeling, do a perception roll. Everybody do a perception roll. For me real quick.
Perception?
Yeah.
It's 15 healing for everybody.
Ooh, that's
we're gonna miss you so much.
That's a 17 from the paladin.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe, just try to roll above a 10.
Yeah, no. Well, the 3.
Sorry, I saw that. I'm
All
like,
right.
I feel the pain.
Well,
I feel the pain.
Yuri and okay, definitely.
Dirty 20.
Helen and Yuri and Cutter, y'all you get the sense as you're walking around that this place that you're in, because you begin looking around, because you just escaped from the debris and everything, and you get the sense that because you ran a little bit, you ran a good deal down the caverns and into this area, that this place might be safe enough for a rest. You get that from your view of the area and your scanning.
Okay. We should rest here for a while, shouldn't we? Before we head back.
Agreed.
And I've never seen anything like that, Helen. It was that was a different kind of magic. It's just
It was.
Really,
It drained me, though. I am less healthy now. Not as strong as I was.
I feel great.
Part of that went into Lucius as part of the connection.
is he stronger now, or what does that mean? I don't understand.
Well, this symbol I have on my hand is from Lord Hades, and the symbol he has on his chest means that his soul is mine. We are now bonded.
Would that mean that his soul goes to Hades?
His soul is always going to Hades. All of our souls will go to Hades. That's
Of course. Especially for the things we've done.
well, I will say for the things that we have done, Lord Hades, I will go to. But if you continue down this route, Asmodeus is the way that you will go, not Hades. Hades will let you pass through to the layers of hell. My father is god of the underworld. So it is different. But to go back to what has happened just now, it is very strange to me too. But I do know, Lucius, that your soul is in this.
Well, I guess I don't know what to say about this.
You're alive.
Yes,
You're
I'm
breathing.
alive and I feel more powerful than ever. I feel a fire burning inside of me. But
It's Lord Hades.
that's power
That is power. You must see what you can do with it.
and privilege.
Yes, yes. You now are part of Lord Hades' realm. But for the rest of you, we should praise Lord Hades because you must understand, he is the one who provided our escape. It is by his graciousness that we are still here. And it makes me know what I must do next.
Well, Helen, I agree with you. It is obvious you've helped us through the power of your father for many weeks, months. And I see that you've bringing Lucius back. He was more than dead after being skewered by that purple worm and being infected with all that poison. But there is a cost, and it's right in front of us. Not only is he some kind of thrall, but you too, you've suffered. You've
Yes.
also been made.
I never want to hear the word worm again.
Yes. Portion of us are connected, Lucius and I now. We will see what happens. I can't help but feel that there's a reason for this connection now, and I see it. I understand what my father wants me to do. I understand that he has blessed my quest, and it's a relief. I was unsure, but now it must be so. Surely all of these signs point to the same thing.
And what is that? My liege, my liege.
I have a quest that only I can walk upon. And you, Lucius, are now a part of that quest. I will reveal things to you as time moves forward. You will hear my voice in your head. And should we be parted, you will continue to hear my voice, and we will work together on this quest. I do not know whether or not the rest of you will be part of this quest, because it may take you off your own paths. But I know for certain now, my father wants me to fulfill this.
And you are sure you do not want us to come with you, Helen? We are, after all, slayers together.
And we wouldn't want to, we wouldn't want to see you get hurt or anything. We always want to have your back.
I will not. Lord Hades is with me constantly. Tempest, thank you so much for your love and kind words and caring about my path. But I think I need to walk my own path for a while and fulfill my destiny.
You're going to leave us with this freak? No offense.
Lucius will be my voice to you. I will still be with you through Lucius.
I think that'll be fine.
What is
I
your
think
will
everyone
be
needs.
done?
What's that?
What is your will be done?
Yes.
Well, I'll give him this. It's
It
a
is
new
the will
look.
of Hades. What is that, Cutter?
I will give him this. It is a better look.
He
Yes.
looks a lot scarier now. I'm totally digging it.
He doesn't look completely useless anymore.
Or wimpy.
He
Not the
looks
type-
wonderful.
Useless.
Wonderful, Lucius. You have embraced.
That's your
Did you
big.
not see what I was doing to Barnabas? Did you not see it?
Oh,
Yes.
I did.
Yes, you were destroying him.
That was a
You
compliment.
have such power now. You have Lord Hades
Backhanded
behind you.
compliments.
What's this, Yori?
Nothing.
Yes, dear, you had something to say.
No, it's so perfectly fine. In reality, technically Yuri is complimenting Lucius. Compliment. It's a backhanded compliment.
Well,
Well,
I will say again that if you need us, Helen, you can call upon us. We have proven quite, how do I say it? We are a family. That is what we are. And so if you need us in whatever evil endeavors you may have, you can count on us to get your back. You brought Lucius back to life.
I will come back and need you someday for this quest. However, there are certain pieces of the quest I must fulfill first. And I will let you know through Lucius anything that I might need your help with. Thank you, Cutter, all of you, for taking me in and the kind offer of helping me. I will not forget it. And I will be with you again. I must fulfill this quest, though, from Lord Hades. I know now what my destiny is.
We should see Calderon then.
Yes, Calderon must be a gift for Lord Hades. Because of his actions, he must suffer this Calderon. I know that now. And a delay in his demise is an insult to Lord Hades.
I'll take his memories first.
Yes. Destroy him as much as you can before we send him on his way to meet Lord Hades. Actually, I am positive he is on his way to Asmodeus. He is not going to like that destination at all. Shall we go talk to him?
Let's.
Yes, let's. Is everyone rested?
before we walk away, I'm just gonna grab Helen. I think I understand the reason why Cutter calls you mom or mother. You just have this nature about you. that you're just so nurturing, and I really hate to see you go, but I know you have to do this. I understand why you have to do this. It's just you remind me of something that I wish I had growing up, and it's gonna be really hard to see you go. But
I will be back. I know it's hard for me to go as well, but I must fulfill this destiny. And there are pieces of this quest that only I can obtain. I can't bring you with me. Tempest, I worry for you. You must speak with Cutter. He is reckless. I have to contain myself. I feel like going over and slapping him across the face.
that's what I plan to do.
Well, then you do that, girl, because if you have babies with this crazy elf, you're going to have to help keep him in line. He's got to be more responsible to you and not be so reckless with his life.
I wish he saw that too. I think it's one of the best parts about him that I really love, and it's why I've come to love him as a person, and as a mate. But it's also the scariest thing to go through, to see him wanting to put himself before the team, and run into danger, and all of this crazy stuff. It's just it's the worst. And I've never, well, I've only felt this way about one other person in my life, and I don't know if I can handle losing him and losing you, and I just don't want to lose anybody else.
I understand. See, what we must explain to Cutter is that we are together, and there is no reason for him to go into battle without us. He takes so much on in protecting this party, and what he needs to do is remember we're a team and that we work together, because without that, we'll lose him. We'll lose him to death, and my Lord Hades will claim him, and he will not come back.
Can you at least talk to him before you go?
I will talk to him, but I will counsel you, dear Tempest. You must also talk to him. He loves you, and he will listen to you more than anyone else.
Can I hug you?
Absolutely. I don't think I've ever been hugged before.
Oh, it goes a little something like this, and then I just wrap my arms. I'm like, I start crying, and then I just like wrap my arms around you, and I'm just like,
It'll be fine, Tempest. I'll be back. Don't worry.
I know you say this, but every time someone says they'll be back, they never come back. So
I came back.
nobody wanted you back.
I told you you were leaving without me.
Anyway, I miss somebody important, Lucius, not you. And
We will see each other again, Tempest. I look you in the eye and I say, we will see each other again. You will hear my voice through what Lucius says. He is connected to me now, and I will reach out to you, all of you, from time to time.
I will. Okay, I believe you. I know you're telling me the truth, but I will also be praying to Talos I want him to keep an eye out for you as well, along with your father.
When you pray to Talos, say a silent prayer also to Lord Hades, that he watches over his children.
Okay. I'll do that. Come on, I guess the others.
Look at this look at this mark, Tempest.
It's like a sick tattoo. It's really cool.
Isn't it? I can't
Yeah,
believe
it is.
What a gift.
I want
I'm
one.
so excited.
But I don't want to die for once.
No, I know it was a high cost, but I don't know what this tattoo will do, or what the tattoo on Lucia's chest will do.
Yeah, it makes him
find out.
It makes him look a little bit more manly. So,
He does look good, doesn't he?
yeah. I thought you two were gonna be a thing, but I guess we'll wait to see if that happens.
There's a connection. Let's just say that. Let's go talk to Calderon now. I want him to suffer.
Okay. And then I'll follow after.
We'll have fun. Come.
Okay.
All right. Real quick, Tempest, did you need to talk to Cutter still, or are you gonna wait till later?
Oh, that's the conversation for later.
Okay. Well, we got 2 more hours still, so plenty of time. All right. So everybody in agreement? They just want to go see Calderon then?
Yes,
Yes,
there's one more
pretty
thing.
much.
Yeah, there's one more thing is as we're walking, he's gonna walk up next to Helen and kind of says, I'm not one to complain, but and he pulls his leather armor down a bit and he shows the bite marks from Barnabas. He says, these won't be healing anytime soon.
Let me see what I can do. And she puts her hand on the bite mark. And she will do 2nd level cure wounds. So let me roll for that.
While they're doing that, can I pick up a stick and poke Jimmy in the head while he's walking, while he's being carried?
Really? You're poking Jimmy while I'm holding him? That does not help me.
It's the only way I'm gonna be able to cheer up. Just let me have this.
Fine, damn it.
I'm gonna be poking Jimmy in the head with a stick while he's tripping.
Just don't poke him too hard, otherwise he'll poke into me.
I would never. I'm not Jimmy. Jimmy stabbed me with it. I was trying to meditate one time and he stabbed me with a dagger. This is payback.
So as she puts her hand on your neck, you heal for 11, and you get that familiar nauseous feeling in your stomach, and then you feel better.
Oh, the nauseous feeling I'm used to, and I'm also used to the healing, but no, look. And so he indicates that a necrotic damage has still not healed. He says, I think I need something more at some point. Oh, we'll figure that out.
Does anyone actually know if Barnabas actually died?
No, he did not.
I think he just ran away.
Something tells me he's gonna be back.
Oh yeah, you can guarantee that.
Of course.
Do you
More
really
death wish.
do you really believe the vampire that you attacked and hurt and damaged, humiliated and ruined his home was like, no problem, see y'all later?
No, but the fun part is, I'm just gonna have more fun tearing him down the second time.
Okay. Sure you will. Okay.
Oh, big talk. I love it.
Yeah, me
I
too.
am, and then like the other side of it is, I'm like, oh great, I'm gonna die again.
You're right.
Like last time. Oh great, I'm gonna die again.
When you talk smack, that's like extra your tears later are just better for Rich to taste.
Probably, but you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. You know
I already
what?
have, because of what y'all did with that vampire, I already have an amazing plan. So anyway, we'll get back.
So Calderon?
Yep. So y'all are off to Calderon. You've arrived. Now, when you arrive at Calderon, you see him. His poop bucket that y'all left has overflowed into the corner. Little rats scurry out of the way as you open the main doors to his chamber. There hasn't been light in there in a few days because y'all left him in the dark. I mean, so he's like he's kind of becoming like, remember how Saddam Hussein was when we caught him in the hole and he looked all disheveled? Yeah, that's kind of what he's starting to look like. Saddam Hussein out of the hole. His beard is grown. He's got he's scratching himself because he's got scabies and it's like lice on him at this point. He's a pathetic looking, from the powerful figure that he was. There's sores on his skin too that are bleeding, little sores. This is a man that was powerful and strong, and now he's a shell. Just nothing.
I'm gonna cast light as we enter the room, just so we have a little more light. We can see how pathetic he is.
You look like shit right now.
Well, to be fair, we didn't really leave him with a lot, so.
I mean, he would have had he's this all-powerful wizard. He should have a way to get out of a cell.
He's chewing on as you're talking to him, he picks up a rat bone.
Calderon, good to see you.
Okay.
My rat bone, mine.
Yes.
I think he's
all yours.
You got your own rat. Your own rat. I got it. I found it. It's mine. You hear me? Mine. Nobody will take it.
I think he's regressed a little too much. Just saying.
Should we get him out of the cage?
No.
He looked like he had rabies now.
No, I think he'll be fine. I think that'll just make it easier for us to dispose of him.
Okay.
I'm Calderon the Great. I'm the very best. I'll destroy all of you. You hear me? I gotta get out of this cage.
So Helen is going to reach through the cage. Like as he's like doing the rat thing, she's gonna kind of sneak up behind him. How bad off does he look to her?
This is a pathetic individual. You would prefer to be near dog feces rather than him at this point. He's disgusting. There's open sores at this point because he's been down here for a while now, a few weeks at this point. He's got, there's poop all over the place. That's fetid pisses. He's peed himself times over. I mean, you can see the lice crawling on his skin, skittering when you around on his skin as he scratches. You think this is it for me? I'll be back.
So she will look at Lucius and she will say, I think we've had enough of this. Would you not agree?
You can't find what he's thinking?
If you wish.
What are you gonna do? You let me out of here. I should be in charge.
We will let you out momentarily.
I don't think we're gonna like how though.
What would you like to do?
Come up behind. I need somebody to hold him, please.
She will use the scroll hold person, and she's going to cast hold person on him.
Hold on. See if he resists it.
And if I will hold the same spell. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see if I have.
Wait, maybe you have that. Do I still have that, or do you have it?
Tempest definitely has that spell because she used it on me last battle.
Yes,
okay.
but
I have a scroll. I have a scroll of it because we found a scroll.
You should use it.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast hold person through the scroll.
Oh, I'm just gonna roll a normal D20 to see if he gets out of it. There we go. Nope, that does not succeed. Okay. So, I don't succeed.
And she's gonna use the key. She's gonna open the door.
He drops the rat bone, falls out of his finger. He looks at it longingly.
Lucius, would you like to proceed?
I come up behind.
What are you doing? Don't you know who I am? I ruled this town of Dagger Falls at one time. Stop it! Stop it! Shut up!
On the back of his head.
Stop! No! I
and
ruled!
Two
this
spells
wasn't how it was
at one
supposed to
time.
end! I was supposed to have a destiny. a meaning, glorious purpose.
And someone shuts him up.
One moment.
I
Lucius is having
suddenly
some
go
fun.
into his mind. Now I believe with this, he's able to make a saving throw. But instead of intelligence, I'm going to change the spell a bit to make it a strength saving throw.
All right. Well, we'll just say I'm just doing a normal D20. I just gave him straight 10 stats, so I'm not because I don't feel like digging out this thing here. He failed anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right.
So with this spell, it's pretty much I can detect his thoughts and then I can encode them and create a strand to pull out of his mind. And my goal is to pull out his last memories. First, I would like to know what his plans were, what he's thinking, and then I want to pull out his last memories of fear.
All right. As you take your hands and you do your spell, it's kind of like, oh, sorry about that, flies in here. Kind of like fire starter. My mind! Get out of my mind! And his nose starts to bleed a little as he shakes and spasms. And then you begin to get the information you wanted to know what his last plans were.
His last plans, and then I'm going to encode the thoughts and pull a strand out of his last memory of, well, before we kill him.
His last plans were to find a way to betray you after you got back from the Durgar. And then kill Randall Morn and proceed taking over the town as intended and making Dagger Falls Keep his home.
I shared it with the rest of the group, and we all kind of laugh, I believe.
It's funny you think that would actually happen.
I was just joking.
And now I reach into his mind. It is time for you to meet your destiny.
I had glorious purpose.
But as Lucius is doing this behind him, Helen's going to come up in front of him, and she's going to say, "It is time for you to meet Asmodeus."
All right. What are you gonna? Give me an intimidation to see how scared he is. To see if he's. I want to give ahead.
Can I help her?
I will help her.
I will help her.
I will help her.
You can
and I'll
help her and give her
answer.
advantage. Helen gets whatever she wants tonight.
Okay.
I'm gonna have like 2 chromatic orbs.
Unless you roll a 1. If that's the way.
All right. So let me roll twice here. The first roll.
25.
Second roll. 5. So I get advantage.
He looks in your eyes, and as you say this, you don't even realize it. But your eyes for a moment become your god Hades. It burns with brilliance. Not just that, in that moment, it's kind of like the petulance, the penitent stare from Ghost Rider. He sees all the pain that Hades has ever inflicted upon every human, and any humanoid, and any creature, and it's put all onto him at that moment. The fear, it's almost incalculable to a brain. He begins to go mad and slobber and pee and defecate on himself. No! He's just whimpering like a young child now. All illusions of strength are gone. You see Colderan at his base form in what it was is a man full of bravado and ego, but ultimately weak like a storm cloud on the horizon. Menacing, but impotent to do any real harm.
So she's gonna be looking at him, and then she's gonna glance up at Lucius and smile. And she's gonna have a dagger behind her hand, waiting for Lucius to make his move that she can end Calderon.
Well, I put my hand in just as you saw earlier, and his brain, the back of his head, just
How long does this whole person last?
unholy power.
The whole person left. I will tell you right now. Hold on.
Until you
10
drop
minutes or something.
I know, it
concentration.
lasted
And
yeah, until she dropped concentration.
Until you drop
Oh.
concentration,
Up to 1
or
Used
you
to
minute.
be
break
a
out of
minute.
it. I
It used to
believe.
be 1 minute. It
Yeah,
used to be
it's
1 minute.
up to
Okay.
1 minute.
I reach into his mind, and it's almost like he can feel me, my fingers, with my sharp
Very hairy.
fingernails, digging into his brain and through the crevices. And I pull out that strand, that last memory as he's looking into Helen's eyes, into the abyss. And I pull out a strand,
His nose is still bleeding. Now the mucus is coming out with snot. Blood is beginning to come out his ears. You see the chunks of the eardrum come out of the ear, not just the blood, but and its little pinkish flesh of cartilage. Chunks begin to roll down and flop onto the floor.
Is Lucius actually putting his throat into a jar?
I pull out a strand. It's a lighted strand. It looks like it's luminescent. And I pull it out of his, pretty much, I guess, out of his ear, you could say. And you can see like a vision. It's like if you remember Harry Potter and the Horcruxes type of thing, where they see the memories or whatever.
Is this like that memory thing from Harry Potter? But
It's more or less the same thing. And I'm pulling, and you can see these memories. And then I put it into a jar that I have, a little flask.
And once Lucius does that, once he's done like putting that memory into the flask, if anybody has seen Game of Thrones, where Arya kind of slits Littlefinger's throat, that's exactly what happens in this scene. So Helen just goes and slits his throat, and he instantly, no more noise, blood just comes gushing out.
Which is
And she'll look back up at Lucius and she'll say, "Well done." And then
Which
she'll
is
go
a-
back away.
which is a perfect opportunity for Cutter, because I would assume that he has a couple seconds before he bleeds out. He'll walk up, grab him by the shoulder from the front, pull out Olar. He says, "I believe you were looking for this." And he'll stab him right in the nuts and just go all the way through, like he's got a tail.
Damn!
Damn,
and
dude.
he's gonna leave it
That
there.
is awesome.
And he's gonna leave it there. And he'll sit back.
As
I'm
this
just-
happens, I'm gonna
yeah.
look over at Tempest, and I'm like, well, that was fun.
It was, and I'm just like leaning against them. I'm holding the bars, and I'm just like, that was. So
I'm still
wicked.
holding Jimmy.
Yeah, you're still holding.
I'm still holding Jimmy as I'm doing.
You're
as
still
we're doing
holding
all
Jimmy
this.
up. You're still
I'm still-
holding Jimmy up.
He's out until I have no idea when.
So after Cutter does stabs him in the nads, Helen's gonna fall to her knees, and she's going to look up and she's going to say, "Justice is done, Lord Hades. Your gift. Thank you, my lord." And then she'll stand back up again.
I feel my chest as it starts to turn red. The markings turn red, and it's like a scarification tattoo almost. And I just feel it beating and turning like almost like a little red, and then fading back out. And I like, it burns.
Well done, Lucius. Well done.
We are a family, but I must admit we are a twisted family.
That was
we're
kind
not
of hot. I'm not gonna lie.
Ew.
Well, as long as we keep cutting it up, Cutter. Let's find some more throats and balls,
If you
shall
say
we?
that- If you say that out loud, I'm gonna give you a look of disgust just for a little suffered for a minute, and I'm like,
It was like a nice clean cut through. Like it wasn't hot. Okay.
I'm not. I can't even right now. I can't say anything because at this point I'm like, ugh.
And then cut her with the. Okay.
I mean, it was nice. Like it was just all the torture. Like it was. As soon as the light left his eyes, it was just, I'm gonna hurt him more.
Well, he said he was destined for something, and destiny called. Okay.
Yes. Osmodeus called.
Yeah.
So it kind of stinks in here.
Yeah. Let's get out of here, guys.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Oh, man.
And leave his rotting corpse where it is in that cage. So she walks out of the cage and she takes the key and she locks him back in the cage.
Wow.
And she like
got
takes
it.
the key and she's like swinging it around and she's like, maybe this will be a souvenir. And then she holds it out to Cutter.
Oh man.
I'm surprised you didn't just lock the door and leave that one open.
Where's the fun in that? You know, he
That's
died.
true.
He died alone. He lived alone. So I guess it only
got what he
cancels out.
deserved.
Yeah.
Do you at least take his poop bucket out of there for Christ's sake? So
No.
No.
But if someone has made hand, I want someone to pour it over the body.
Jesus, y'all are heartless, man.
You know,
It's just
Tony,
me.
Tony, it's not a nerd botchery session with Tony's DM without some poop or pee in it.
I'm sorry, man. I guess I just never grew out of teenage humor and fart jokes, you know. Oh, I farted. You have to remember, I also live with a 5-year-old, so fart humor is like common play for us every day. My 5-year-old runs up and, Daddy. You know,
That's so cute.
I farted. And then he's like,
man.
and he'll make me smell it. Like I try to put my shirt up, he'll just pull it down, smell it.
Oh, and all our viewers are gone.
We lost our viewership.
Oh God, please no,
all
please
the
no.
viewers might not have kids. Anybody who has kids, they understand, you know. Especially when you get your first punami. Yeah, that's the,
Tony,
man.
Tony, I
Oh,
suppose this is a good time that we announce that we're releasing a new fragrance.
No.
Oh.
A new debauchery poo
Oh,
fragrance. Buy
No,
some now.
punami. It's
For
called
your
punami.
dungeon. Dungeon masters, you're gonna want this fragrance.
When the
Why?
shit hits the storm, just throw it in the air.
Oh
my
God.
Word it around.
For the mature and refined dungeon master,
I'm not going to lie.
Only punami will do.
I'm not going to lie. Just for the record, there is such a thing as a poo fragrance. Just for the record, there is such a thing. When you're on YouTube and surfing, you find a lot of things you don't want to know about,
Hey, Yori.
and the poo fragrance is one of those.
So Yori,
Yes.
I think you have found our Christmas present for Tony.
some poo,
Oh God.
some poo fragrance stuff.
Oh man.
Okay.
I will send it.
So this way he never has to be without that poop smell.
So, poop conversation aside, and I blame myself for bringing it up. Anyway, Tony, Cutter will be interested in reaching out to a higher level priest of some sort to be able to cure his infliction.
Is what? I'm sorry.
So that the necrotic damage I took, we will need, I think, a higher level cleric to heal my wound.
Oh, you need some healing, do you?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can go to town and find a
Would that
town.
not go away? Would that not go away over a long rest?
Yeah, well, remember, like I
Oh,
said,
does it?
you're back. Technically, you came back through town, and well, you didn't go through town. You went straight to this dungeon area, and you're now behind double closed doors. If you want to close the doors, you can just. I mean, this is your abode now. I mean, you own this dungeon, so.
Okay, so I misunderstood the rules. So I guess the necrotic being unable to hear is only until you get a long rest.
I do not.
I'm asking Helen because Helen was pretty good.
I thought that the thing with necrotic is that if you are dead, I think
Let's
that necrotic. I can't remember what the rule is with necrotic damage, but I think I can heal you damage, and I think it would heal necrotic damage. But if there's anything additional that you're thinking about, as to,
Let's just say it heals for tonight. we'll just say it heals. If you take a long rest and Helen gives one extra heal. We'll just say that she gives an extra heal on top of it just in case. And there we go, and we're good. How's that sound?
That sounds good for now. I'll find out. I'm actually looking at what the real rules are, and we could do it later.
so necrotic damage is you can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. So were you thinking that? Because we
I
definitely
thought-
missed that.
Okay, so I thought that my maximum hit points were reduced by the amount of necrotic damage that I took.
Oh, it might be
And-
because of the vampire. Okay, I see where
Yeah,
you're going.
I'm talking vampire. Yeah. So no problem. So I guess we can say that sure, my hit points do come back, and then for the future, since we're going to meet Barnabas again, we will know the rules as written.
Yep, you will.
Cool.
That might see Barnabas one day.
And what do we do now, folks?
Say let's find a town and just have a bath or something. I'm so tired of the woods.
Why not go back to that?
No, I don't want to go back to Dagger. The keep. No,
Are you sure?
let's go to the next town and cause chaos, and let's keep moving. Let's live a nomadic life, man.
Fine. Let's go.
And besides, we have to get Jimmy checked out. We can't have him. I can't keep poking him with the stick, seeing if he's gonna wake up.
Is he still stoned?
He's still
He's
stoned.
still stoned.
I've been poking him with a stick for like 20 minutes.
No, I don't.
Tony,
I can't fix that.
Tony, if we were to do a medicine check, how far is he to being normal?
For Lucius?
No, Jimmy.
Oh,
I'm still
Jimmy?
holding him, remember?
Oh, yeah, because he's tripping on the mushroom.
She will turn to Yuri and she said, "Do you have poison?"
Give me that medicine check. It doesn't look good. We got a 5 there.
Hold on a second.
I will assist you, Yuri.
I will roll with advantage then.
All right, roll again.
Hold on.
Because you got a 5 the first time, so.
That's a 7.
And a 2.
Oh my God.
You are not able. Jimmy is still tripping hard, man. You look at him, and his little dwarf eyes. He keeps saying, like, I can't talk in Jimmy's voice. I can hear the colors. It's funny, I can't do that voice. Have you ever heard purple?
It sounds like you're like if you were like a smoker, then it's like that voice that everyone talks in.
I have to like work on my Jimmy voice.
I can't know, I'm too high.
I should have let Cutter do it.
Cutter's better at that voice than I am.
What are we doing about this town? Don't we own this town?
Yeah, but I think we should go cause more chaos, though. I think they're fine.
Yeah.
It's not like they have anyone brave enough to cause a rebellion in the first place.
Well, maybe we should put somebody in charge to collect taxes for us until we return.
We had the.
That's what I was saying. Yes, of course.
I think we had one of those already.
We did find someone, didn't we?
We did.
Okay, then let's go. I don't want to stay here either.
Yeah, this is old news. Let's find a new town.
Oh yeah, let's go cause more chaos.
I will pray to Lord Hades for the direction in which we should pursue. Lord, point us in the right direction. Request. And she waits Tony for some sort of like thing. Does she get anything?
Yes, she does. As you're outside of the dungeon, right? You came outside, and you walk in. You're in town now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're setting up the shots. Just give us a minute, because y'all didn't go once again where we expected. You know, you have like a castle. You have a castle, but why go to the castle? So just give us a second. It's just not as fun. We're getting everything ready for you, and you can continue to RP your feelings from Hades, but you have a feeling that an answer is coming any moment now.
Dun dun dun.
Maybe Tempest, you want to approach me then while he's getting set up?
Yes.
Yeah.
You read my mind. I was just about to come walk up to you.
Here, I'll just leave y'all two in the scene.
Cutter, I think we need to talk.
Lady.
I'm finding it very hard to believe that you constantly throw yourself into harm's way. I want to ask first, why do you need to throw yourself into harm's way? Why do you feel like that's the right thing to do? To be reckless with your life?
You might think that I don't have an answer for you, Tempest, but I do. And this epiphany came to me during our battle with Barnabas. I have a rage inside me, which is unlike what my temperament was before. I was a warrior. I could be fierce, but I was not as careless. I didn't see much reason to do anything other than lash out because of my frustration, because of my past. As you know, we've talked about it much, losing my clan. And I gained you, And I do have a newfound motivation. But now it's a fierce will to protect. Protect you, of course. And as I said before, is not because you are weak, but is because you are to be honored. In my tribe, that is how it is with the males and their female partners. But also, the rest of these dysfunctional friends of ours, they're also important to me. I see that now. So I fight so they can live. And not because I'm good, but because you are all I have. And that is why we ended in the position we did with Barnabas. I thought perhaps you would fall, and I could not let that happen.
Well, I'm not gonna say that I understand. I mean, a part of me understands, but I don't remember if you remember when I said that I needed you. And fuck, this is so hard. Ugh, I hate talking about my feelings, but I need you, okay? I need you to be alive, and I need you to not be so reckless. How do you expect us to start a clan and you're running into all sorts of danger, trying to get yourself killed? I understand that you have an anger right here in your heart, and the only way to make it feel better is by beating somebody else. But I want you to know that I'm here for you, okay? You don't always have to be so angry to the point where you want to run into trap places and starting fights with vampires. I want you to know that if you ever get that angry, please come to me. We can talk. You've started out as one of my friends. I didn't trust you. I didn't trust anybody really. And then you became one of my closest confidants. You make everything easy, if that makes sense.
It does.
And I don't want to see you die. I don't know what would happen if that were to ever happen.
It is a funny thing, you see, because here we are so fiercely protective of one another and so much value in this bond we now have. Yet we put our lives on the line every day. And why? I think it is in our nature to do things that are dangerous, to extend ourselves in ways that we can prove our value, our strength. But then every day one of us can die. I sometimes wonder if that's what we should be doing now. For a fleeting moment, I think of the two of us going off and starting that tribe together. But is that who we are right now? Are we ready for that? And our family needs us right now. I will try not to die. I saw no other way at the moment. And truth be told, I was hoping that if I died, you would come back and take my body and do something at least not as horrific as what Helen did, but bring me back nonetheless.
Think we would have really left the place? No, we were not coming back. There was no running. We would never run away. I wouldn't run away.
I saw that very quickly, and that is why I stand by my decision, because all of you do deserve to live. You, of course, first, but they all do. Even the Lucius who hides in the corridors and casts his spells and runs away and leaves others to clean up the mess, or one of our strongest warriors who's usually in the back of the group. They all deserve to live, and I want to protect them all.
I feel the same. I think
So much shade.
somehow I think Lucius is a different person now. I think he'll be a greater asset to this team now. I don't know what happened between him and Hades and Helen, but I don't think you have to worry that much about him. But I'm worried about you. I've seen the way you drink, and when we first entered the dungeon and we found the alcohol and you were drunk, and it honestly scared me. I That's because that's what my father used to do. So seeing that, it brought back really bad memories, and I don't want to see you like that.
Well,
I don't think Helen wants to see you like that. I don't think anybody wants to see, well, I don't know if I can speak for Jimmy, but he might like that. But I definitely
I understand this is important to you. You mentioned your father. I think someday I may help you slay him. Am I incorrect?
yes.
So the last thing I wish to be is like your father. I will not drink again, Tempest. You are my queen.
Just promise me one thing. Okay? Just promise me that you'll be more careful. Okay?
As much as the person in the front of the group can be, yes.
Okay.
But do know there's risks I must take so that you do not have to take them. There are enemies that I wish to have them beset upon me and not you. So don't misconstrue it as carelessness as so much as playing my role in the group and yes, keeping the family alive.
I don't know whether to call it heroics or stupidity. And then I'll hug you.
And he embraces her back and kisses her.
You're making me blush. Stop. And then I turn back. I think I turn back to Helen. I think she wanted to speak to you.
Are you good, Tempest?
I'll be okay. Yeah. Thank you for asking.
Okay. Hey, Cutter, a word? In private?
Of course.
Hey, Cutter. And she smacks you across the face. Now you listen here. You're a family man soon, and you better take that with a lot of thought. I understand that you love Tempest, and you're very protective of all of us, but you're reckless, and you better stop that right now, because that woman out there loves you, and I know you love her too. So you better not waste your life away, because if you do, you're going to end up in the underworld, and you're going to end up with me bugging the crap out of you for the rest of your existence. And her eyes just glow like black. And then all of a sudden they fade back to their color, and she says to you, do you understand? Don't take unnecessary risks. People care about you. Get your shit together.
Your advice is well taken and the intensity is bearable, but no, I do not wish a lifetime in the underworld with that. Yes,
I'm
I've had
sure
a talk.
you don't.
I've had a talk with Tempest, but of course we all know the role I must play in this group. I will do my best not to die, but I also must play my role as the warrior, as the leader, or at least in physicality.
Well, hear my words and heed them well. Find time and make some babies soon. That's all I'm going to say.
That part I could agree with. She is a queen.
She is. And you must treat her like one.
And you will be missed, Helen.
I will miss you guys. But I'll be back, Cutter. I won't be
And
alone.
as for Lucius, is he still Lucius?
No, he is not Lucius anymore.
But we can count on him.
Absolutely. In every essence, he is Lucius. But in every essence, he belongs to Lord Hades, as he always has, but now to me. He is unique now. He is marked. He will be formidable.
That is a word.
It is.
Unique.
Unique and formidable. I would keep an eye on him. You will see great things from him, but I will come back and claim what is mine.
Helen back, correct?
That is why.
He puts his hand on her shoulder and kind of acknowledges her as a fellow warrior and as a companion.
She puts her hand on where he puts her hand on her shoulder, and she pats it. We are kindred spirits, all of us. We will be united again.
Tony, you ready for us?
Yeah, I've been ready. Just listening to RP.
Great job, you guys.
Oh yeah, excellent job. We had great scenes. All right, so you had made that prayer, so the rest of the party comes around. I'll put you all back on the table. You all come back around to Cutter and Helen, and Tempest is right here next to Cutter, and you got Jimmy over here is tripping balls, and then Lucius, we're actually gonna back you up a little, because this is for.
At some point, if we end up resting, I will put Jimmy down because Yuri's been holding him the entire time, and
We did a short
tired.
rest. Hey, Yuri, we did a short rest, remember? So you did
Oh, yeah.
you did put him down for a bit.
Noted.
So this is a new town.
Well, it's the same town. You're still in Dagger Falls.
Mm-hmm.
So, but as you're walking through the town, this happens. Let me go ahead and tell you.
I don't think I should be surprised about this.
Is that a basket or a baby?
So, all right, as you're walking through town, a girl comes up, it's a pregnant elf you can see as she's from the distance, and she's walking up, and she comes up to Lucius, and she looks quite distraught. Lucius, you actually recognize her as being your someone you've known in the past. That's all we're going to say. And she comes up to you, Lucius, thank by the gods I found you. I need to talk to you. It's me, Navarra Lathalis. Please, Lucius, you remember me, how much I loved you. Please, I need to talk to you immediately. And she seems it's hard for her to stand, and she's kind of pregnant and everything. You can tell heavily pregnant, but she's sweating because it's kind of warm and everything else, and she looks very distraught, like she's stressed and under a lot of strain.
What's happened to you? Get off the street like this. Don't let people see you like this. Come on. Let's go somewhere private, and I take her to, I guess, an alleyway if there's anyone nearby.
As I see him depart, I'll call out, Lucius, everything okay?
He looks back, and he just nods, and
she will nod back and say, just to acknowledge he's good.
And then, what have you? Why have you come here? What?
All right. So I want you to, everybody, because this Lucius needs to hear this, and it's his decision how to handle things. But I need you guys to put yourselves in good faith. Don't listen to what I tell Lucius. For the stream can hear, but you guys can't.
I'm going to mute myself. Somebody wave when he's done.
Yep, I will give thumbs up when we're ready, okay? So just look at your screens and I'll give thumbs up, okay? And everybody's muted. Lucius, just let me know when everybody's muted because I can't. Oh, actually, I can just say, okay, they're all muted. Everybody gives a thumb up when you're muted, and then Lucius, let me know.
Everybody's muted except Andreas. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah.
Okay. All right, so she comes up to you. Lucius, I'm sorry what happened. All that time ago, I know what you had wanted. That, don't you remember me? Now, you would remember her, Lucius. This is a girl that was she's your former, she's the wife of the murdered Harper wizard, she said. Well, she's going to tell you in a second. But she is your former lover. You recognize her. And the affair you had, that is what resulted in you having to leave. Because remember, you wanted to be a Harper, but then you kind of, you've got other plans now. But, you're trying to become this great and powerful wizard traveling with this party. But you remember her because, again, she's the one you had the affair with. And she's telling you, I had a child, Lucius. Our child, named Ken Lathalis. And when you left, I was too humiliated. I didn't want to tell you that I was pregnant. So after you left, I had nowhere to go, anything to do. So I ended up marrying a man named Nefaro. Or Faro. Now, he was a calculating man. And he was soon, able to figure out that the baby was yours. And he was so enraged. And I hid it, from you again, because I knew you had dreams of becoming more than a normal Harper go for. And, and I didn't want to stand in the way of that so you could become the greatest, wizard that you ever could be. But of course, Faro didn't say. Already happened, and he had no desire to open himself up to further humiliation. So after a time, it seemed he had actually forgiven me. And possibly, I'm not saying there was love, but possibly there could have been some form of happiness could be found. But one day, when I came home, only to find both Faro and the son that our son Lucius was missing. As I searched for any clues to where they might have gone, I came across a journal, and in horror, it described a ritual where a necromancer could communicate with death itself and gain great knowledge of the arts by finding an appropriate sacrifice and offering it to death. I could only see that over the last few months, he had secretly acquired all the necessary components for the ritual. All that was left was the sacrifice, which I imagine must be our son. The only thing left that he needed was a rod of cancellation. In the journal, it showed a location in the sewers here of Dagger Falls, where I think Faro believed the rod is to be. And I pray our son will be there too, Lucius. Please. I had no idea that he was like this. I never knew Faro to be a man that would do something like this. I also, that down there, if you go for our son, there has to be something down there that will help us. Here, look, here, see the inventory? Here's one of the pages of... He was slowly stealing money from travelers he murdered on the road outside to fund his purchases of the needed ritual components. I would go with you, but of course I'm pregnant. It was another last parting gift from that bastard pharaoh. I'll be in hiding. 2.5 days journey from here as a small ruins at the base of Dagger Hills. Come find me and find our son Lucius, and don't let him die to be some part of a necromantic ritual to gain all the power one could ever want. All right, that's it. All right, thumbs up, everybody. Now wait, it's your choice how you want to handle this, but obviously your son is, your now known son to you that you didn't know you had, is in great jeopardy. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Davar,
Okay.
how did you even find me here? I had to leave to protect you.
I had heard.
Protect us.
Of course, at first I didn't know what had happened to you. After you had left from the Harpers, I was sure that you had disappeared. But then I had heard about some, a party of adventurers who had taken over Dagger Falls. I didn't know if it could be you, but then someone had mentioned your name, and I knew that the gods had blessed me, for they had given me the ability to find my love, to find you, Lucius, you, and save our son. Don't let him be turned into I don't know what.
Give me the page. Never worry. I'll kill this son of a jackal. I'll make him suffer.
All right, so she hands you the page, and you see that the Rod of Cancellation is valued at a lot of money if you were to find it. And you see that this dark. Give me a Arcana check with advantage, because Oh well, you didn't need it. Okay, so you're able to deduce from this journal that yes, it looks correct. That if someone were to get a sacrifice to death itself, that they could somehow with this ritual communicate with death, and that would transfer great power to whatever if a necromancer or ever wizard wanted, it would somehow grant them great power if they were to complete this ritual. But it would require a young child to do it. All right, so now and you know what's going on in the sewer. It's your choice what to tell your party. I'm gonna give the thumbs up, okay? Are you ready?
Yep, I give him a thumbs up.
All right, is everybody back? Hello?
Now, hurry off and hide. Don't let the Midway find you. And take care of. How soon will you have this one?
Soon, I fear. That's why she rubs her stomach, and she parts ways with you, and she begins walking out of the town. You see her past the gates and everything else. I love you, Lucius. I've always loved you. I always will love you.
And I too, my Navar. Bring the child to me when you have him.
I will. And she walks away and begins, she's slowly going out of town, holding her back and everything else, and sweating as she leaves. Can everybody else hear us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay. So now, Lucius, I'll leave it to you at this point.
Before she walks away, can I how hot is this girl? I want to see if Lucius has game.
Yeah.
All right, hold
you
on.
think he's that pathetic? He doesn't have game? That's so mean.
I'm going to go to old school rules. They don't have this anymore, but Eric will remember it. The comeliness. We were just talking about this the other day.
Yeah,
So I'm going to roll a D20 comeliness. Where is it? It's actually 3 dice 8 for comeliness.
She's a very beautiful elf, damn it.
Hold on, 3 dice 8.
Charisma of
And then-
20.
Wait. 3 dice 8 for comeliness. And then
3 dice
we'll
8.
figure out what she has.
Damn! Yo, Amy caught it! Yo, she really got a 20. Holy shit!
Well, I don't know how. I'm sorry. I meant 3 dice 6. I hit the wrong thing.
We'll keep that's funny. That's fine.
I hit the wrong thing.
It's 20. It's good.
Oops. 9.
She's hot.
9 comeliness would be. It's like average, I think, right?
Even pregnant, she's hot.
Elves get a bonus though. If we're talking first edition comeliness rules, elves get a bonus, so it should be a little bit above average.
Okay, so
She's
she's
an elf.
she's
There's no ugly
above
elves.
average looking elf.
I turn to Cutter and I'll say, I want to know how he got that happened.
Damn, he got game.
Right.
It's
I'm
one for
saying it like
everyone.
that, and you're saying it like that, not to be mean, but it's like, shit.
You have me utterly bewildered. I don't know how you will ever in your lifetime.
It's called experience, Tempest.
And so do I.
It comes with time and with
Lucius,
study.
what?
And then I turn to Helen and I say, and you can see there's almost a fire in my eyes, but there was also a little bit of almost a tear, like trying to well up a little bit. And I said, I have business in Dagger Falls. Someone has threatened an old friend.
Then let's take care of this.
Someone who wants to take my place as a high necromancer.
Is there something else that's
Sounds to
particular?
me that we need to take care of this, Lucius.
I see we have a new gift for our Lord.
I say we have a new gift for our Lord. So say we all, and she looks at all of you.
Well, hold on one second. Who was that, Lucius?
Yeah, I have to ask.
Someone from the past.
Okay, but she came to you and she was crying and cried like.
She looked like she had more importance to you than you make it sound.
I was not supposed to be here, but that was destiny. You found me alone because I was banished, so to speak, for falling in love. Fuck love. Love doesn't exist. It's just an emotion, a chemical reaction. Now, chemical reaction, it's all it is. Little frost in the air, little spark of fire, just growing inside of you. But it's only a match and it's not real. An illusion.
That is not true, Lucius. It is not true that love is that way. I have seen people in love. There are many, many in the underworld that arrive there, and for eternity, they're in love. It's fascinating to watch. I don't know anything about it because I've never experienced it myself, but it does exist. I've seen it.
I'm going to silently point out Tempest and Cutter as the example of love. And Yuri's just going to comment. Yuri I may have agreed with you if you had said that probably a year ago, but I'd have to go with Amy. I'd have to go with Helen on this one.
Lucius, it sounds to me that whatever has happened to your friend that you care about needs to be taken care of in its own right.
Yes.
Vengeance in some way.
It's, as you could say, family.
Yes. And we are all family. So I say, Yuri, you said you felt that it was over too quickly with Calderon. Well, now is your chance for another opportunity for a deserving soul.
Indeed.
Okay, Lucius, well, whatever you need us to do, I guess we can figure out what to do.
This one has taken the seed of our communion and wishes to sacrifice it. Sacrifice
Wait.
him.
Wait,
Your
Same
seed? Wait,
power.
wait. Your seed?
I'm sorry, is that your child?
In her, no, that will be the sacrifice. We're going to show this necromancer a lesson. He took her by force to give her a child after finding out that I had given her a child, that we had made one together.
Wait, you have a child?
I did not know. I was banished.
Where is your child?
in the sewers of Dagger's Fall with this so-called
Creature.
necromancer.
Then we go right now.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes. Another one for Lord Hades. Let's go.
Yes, let's. Close scene.
I'm stuck.
All right.
Oh
Close
my
the
god, I
scene.
can't.
We are gonna then take a break. It is now 7:42, so everybody grab a drink, go to the bathroom. I'm gonna say a few things to the chat, let everybody know what's going on. First of all, just want to say thank you for watching. Real quick, want to go over what we're doing at Patreon. We just started a new writing show. We actually just had it. It's for our Patreon supporters only at a certain level. There's a whole bunch of levels. We even have levels where you get a private game with me with all this terrain once per month, live, with your buddies. So, if you want to go that, you can check us out again, our Patreon. Let me put that in there.
Just did.
Oh, somebody already did, so that's awesome. But yeah, it's a writing show that we do now. And what it is I teach people how to write modules. And not just, story-wise. There's kind of like a formula for writing modules. And there's a lot of supplements and things a lot of things go into it. You've got and I don't want to start giving away secrets because my business director will yell. He's still here. He hasn't left, so he'll let me know. Don't give away the sauce. Don't give away the sauce. So I can't give away the sauce. But what it is I've already been told it was excellent. Someone actually told me I should be charging more. One of the people that were in the first class, she had a really great time and really enjoyed it. And she made the suggestion that I should actually be charging and more because I'm giving so much. So that felt really good. And if she's watching, thank you for that compliment. But yeah, if you're looking to write modules, learn how to write them, learn how to figure out what roles, like how can I integrate roles that are not just combat into my stories that also might support my narrative, giving people things that I want them to know without having to do a 30-minute exposition in the beginning. Because sometimes, there's gonna be times you can't avoid a little bit of exposition. But if you can, by mixing in roles, that's always great to do. And we teach you how to do that, teach you the template basically for writing, modules from non-combat to the combat template and then everything else. So yeah, if you're interested in learning that kind of stuff and possibly maybe selling your own modules, then yeah, check us out. Go to our Patreon, sign up for the Duke level, Duke Lord, the Nerd Duke, because we have Nerd, then Nerd Lord, and there's Nerd Dukes, and there's Nerd Kings, and Nerd Final one's Nerd God. That's the final one. So yeah, check that out, and we'll definitely help you out. We also have that painting show. JC is working, getting the layout. He's already, I didn't even know it, but he's been working on it by himself. I'm always freaking out about creative things. Like, oh, I have to have it now. That's what I do. So, but he's been working at it and telling me not to blow a gasket. So we're going to have that soon. We'll be doing that painting show where we only paint Reaper stuff, because Reaper's going to be giving us free minis for that painting show. They're not just giving us minis, they're also giving us like their Kickstarter stuff, I guess. A whole bunch of things that they're going to give us, like the bigger things that we'll be painting just on that Reaper painting show. So it'll be the joy of painting Reaper minis, kind of like a Bob Ross style thing where you kind of just relax and chill out. And Jay, he's going to be the painter guy, will be there, and I'll be there. Well, I won't be there as late because that's going to be starting either 7 or 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. So obviously that's really late for me, and I have to bring my son to school in the morning. So I have to be up at like 6:30 to start getting him ready. So don't know if I'll be staying up to 1 o'clock in the morning with y'all, but my heart and my soul will still be there with you. So that's going to be fun. Then we have the next Stefan game on the horizon, where Stefan Picorni is going to be playing, Ann Carlton, Eric, Lucius is going to be there. Amy right here is going to be voicing a special NPC. So we got a lot of exciting things happening with that. And during that, I'm hoping that we've reached the 70. Well, we're going to have giveaways no matter what. In that game, that's a special guest star. We're going to be having, a regular Dwarven Forge giveaway where we give away a gift certificate. Going to be having some Reaper gifts, hopefully gift certificates. Troll Lord going to be giving us some stuff. Hopefully all our sponsors as well as Stat Trackers will be hooking us up so we can hook you guys up and and really enjoy that stuff. And going back to that, the Troll Lord, I talked about him earlier. Chuck is a really cool guy. We've talked to him a few times down there. And what he basically does is he writes like his own supplements, his own adventure, all this stuff that just really enhances the fun of D&D, because when you start playing D&D, you start with vanilla. You get the player's handbook, Dungeon Master's Guide if you decide to DM, and maybe you get something else, or to round out for some classes or something. But more or less, it's the vanilla thing, and that's fine because you're learning. That's the way it should be. You don't want to jump into like the mega stuff. But when you're ready to kind of like throw the spice in there, I highly suggest Troll Lord Games. You check them out. And then going to stat trackers, obviously you know who they are. We use them all the time when we can. They have most everything that you could possibly imagine. Basically what it is it's these things. And you see there's a bunch here because I was using these a few days ago. Skeleton, Earth Element. And what it is, when you turn them all the right way, is it just makes it where you don't have to look in the Dungeons Master's Guide, the Monster Manual, to look up all the information for not just monsters but NPCs. They also have NPCs in there, animals, all the possible stats and stat trackers that you could want for all the possible living things, or even possibly undead non-living in your game, instantly at your fingertips without having to again flip through the book or put in bunches of stick-it notes in your book and start messing up the binding of the books. You don't want to do that. You spend a lot of money on those books. You don't want to mess them up. Use the stat trackers. They're easy. They fold over. You can just put them right over something. You put them over your finger maybe. I have a big thick monkey finger, so I don't know, but there you go. It's really easy. And going back to one of our biggest sponsors, Todd Putman and D&D Creative Table Designs. You see me talk about them. You see me post up there all the time. If you start going there, again, it's a great site. Basically, what it is you started out as kind of like just like terrain, but it has morphed obviously into much more as the community has grown. And you got 20,000 some people. There's going to be more than probably just talking about terrain. So at this point, what they've got, they got terrain up there. They got minis. You got people writing modules. They got a whole bunch of stuff. And of course, you got me up there as well. So if you're interested in any type of tabletop stuff or RPGs in general, I highly suggest you check out their page here. Let me see if I can put that in there. D&D Creative. That will pop over there. And then here's Reaper. So I'll put everybody in here so you can check them all out. And there you go. And that is all our big sponsors, and we appreciate them so much. And we also appreciate you guys, the fans. It's because of you that we've been improving our show slowly. Obviously, we don't have 4K cameras. We do want that one day. That's our next big goal, because we see people out there with that beautiful butter, images and everything. But that is our next big step. But because of you guys, we've been able to get new minis, a Blue Yeti mic, even things that you wouldn't think about. Like, yeah, you think about the big ticket items like mice, but we also got to think about wires. Like one time, our wires went, and we had to go out and get a new wire, and we were able to pay for that, again, with y'all's support. So thank you so much for continuing to do that and help us out and getting bigger and helping us to give you guys a better show and helping me to live my kind of like my dream here. I always loved Dungeons & Dragons. Obviously, I love putting together terrain and playing D&D. So thank you so much. I have a huge passion for this. And now we've been doing this for over a year now. And I actually started doing this before I even did the live streaming. So it's been about 2.5 years for me trying to get this business and work it and everything else. But the live streaming seems to be the way that's the most successful. This is the thing that's really taken off. So yeah, thank you so much. I can't say that enough. And I'm about to take a break, and I will be back in just a second.
hey, our audio may be on the Twitch, but I'm not going to say anything like controversial, so I can answer your question, Amy. Was you right about Gen Con? Yeah. So it's cool. There's a pretty good amount of people. I mean, I would say that if it wasn't for COVID, I would still think like, oh, it's a pretty good turnout, right? So it's not like it's good for COVID. The hard part is, well, so it's good. Everyone has to have masks on all the time, but that includes inside. You can't even drink water or eat food inside. So as someone who likes to drink a lot of water, it was a hot place that it can be. It's pretty rough. But aside from that, the gallery's huge, right? All the different setups. Nothing too earth-shattering. Some things I've already seen just online before. Wormwood has a really cool, huge built, super quality gaming tables with like where it's got the recess so you can kind of have your terrain inside and look down, or your game board or whatever.
Are they selling them? Are they selling them at Gen Con?
I would assume so. They had quite a few different styles there. I know there's another company that just went defunct recently, and so maybe they're trying to take up that slack. Because another company used to do that. That was not Wormwood. What else? Yeah, and then like I said, I mostly hung out with Stefan and David and Luke and Anne, and it was good to get some insight about what's going on with coming up with GaryCon, and Luke has some interesting things he's thinking of doing with NFTs, which I'm not going to say anymore because we're on a live stream in case people can hear that. But that could be pretty cool. I have the intention of coming here just to see whatever. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, kind of just roll with it. And so I don't even know what I can do tomorrow either. But there's so many different, programs and events and things that I'm sure I'll find something. And Stefan will probably turn me on to something because he's been keeping in contact with me now. So he may say, oh, we're all going to go watch this show now, or this person's going to present or something. But I don't think I'm going to game. I think one is I have more fun with all you guys, right? Like I have 2 games with you guys, plus another one after this. So I'm kind of satisfied as a gamer. And it's got COVID, so I'll be sitting with people that I don't know. So, but yeah, it's cool because I've never been.
I've never been to Gen Con either, so I'm really eager to go one day. I just didn't want to go this time.
Yeah.
It just also the timing wasn't good at all. But if you see any more on like gaming tables, let me know, because I am in the market looking around for like a gaming table.
Okay.
I don't want to spend too much, but I would love to get a decent gaming table.
Okay.
Right now I play on my dining room table. So.
Yeah. What I could do is I could go there and I could buy one, and I could upcharge you another 50%, and then I'd be happy to sell.
There you go. And you could make money.
Yeah. Did I say that out loud?
With Dwarven Forge, you set it up and then you have to leave it set up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Did I just say that out loud? My plan?
You did.
Oh,
you did. You did release the master plan to all, myself
my inner
included.
monologue. Yeah, I get confused with my inner monologue and my outer.
But if you say, for example, got a gaming table, like, I don't know, I'm just going to throw an insane number out there, for $10, and you charged me 20, and you charged me 20, I would still be on the lowdown for that, because I'd be getting a gaming table for $20. So who would pass on something?
Yeah, whenever y'all are ready. Y'all ready? All righty. Okay. So, at this point, what are y'all wanting to do here? Quiet.
Yeah. Didn't know he went that far. Interesting.
It is interesting.
Actually, how far away is Dagger Falls, DM?
Well, you're still in the town. I mean, to go to the sewers is just a matter of.
Oh, yeah, we're in Dagger Falls. Okay, that's why. Okay,
it's
I want
a
to
matter of opening up one of the gates and going down.
I want to
all it
double check.
is.
Can we at least get some healing potions before we leave?
We should take a rest before we
I'll
take
need to
you.
rest for sure. I still have the blood of the vamps.
I also think Cutter needs to rest to recover quite a bit, as well as myself. So, and
Is-
Tempest, I think she also needs, and definitely Yori.
Yes.
Jimmy,
I gotta
I'm not
agree with
sure.
that.
He seems to be stoned, so I'm not sure if he's okay.
I think I'll be fine in a couple of hours. As I look down to the limp body that's kind of just like wee in my arms. Yeah, I think I'll be fine by tomorrow.
It's an Underdark thing.
He's just a little out of it. Let's go with that.
I want to try
let's-
one of those things. The mushrooms look like they're a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
want to try
So
it now.
how
Oh, God,
about
no.
how about we get some ale and take a bit of a rest, and then we'll go after this new target.
Well, Lucius, is it a dire situation? Do we have to go right away? Or can we at least take a
I
night?
believe we should definitely rest. I don't know. And I look at the pages. Does it mention a time frame, like a whole moon or anything like that?
You can tell that by looking at it. Actually, give me another Arcana. Need another Arcana so you can see if you can determine.
Hold up. Let me see if I have Arcana that I could help you.
I don't need it. I got 27.
Okay. Damn,
Alright.
you don't need it, boy.
You can tell that you have about 32 hours left.
Okay. And how long is long rest is 24 hours or is it 8 hours now?
8.
Yeah, and so you'd have after that about 24 hours.
A long rest is 8 hours, Tony.
Yes.
Isn't it?
We
Yes.
have
Yeah, it's 32 minus 8. It's 24, right?
Oh,
Math?
okay. Yep. Gotcha. I thought you said we had a
I
day.
thought for a second my mouth is off. I was like, oh crap.
Never mind, my bad.
So,
I feel if we want to we'll need to go through, but I don't feel he'll be too much of a challenge. I don't know how much power this human has found in the magic weave, but what we should do, I think we should rest. I know I need to rest, and I look over at Cutter. Both of us have lost some of our life energy. Some of us, and I look down at myself more than others. We need to recover our strength and our will. And once we're there, we can just go in spells and knives blazing and destroy anything in our path.
well, at least let me go see if I can get some supplies. Anybody need anything? Wow.
Yes. Healing potions are always good.
Any necklace of fireballs would be nice too.
Okay. I got a couple of spells left, so let me see if I can work something out.
How
I
much
mean,
do you
they
have?
fear us here, right? We should be getting things for free.
Yes, just take it if they have this magic. you
Yeah, I
take it.
don't even need to. What's
Technically, we rule this town, so let us.
That's
actually
true.
roll.
I totally forgot because I didn't want to come back to this town for.
I know
So,
you kept telling us that. Unfortunately,
Was this for your goggles space?
No. That's for the good team.
Okay, I can.
This is this no, because I can see in the dark with Tempest. So,
So
Helen, Yuri, maybe we should let the guys go rest, find us room and board while we go gather some supplies.
yes, good
Agreed.
idea. So Tony,
Mhm.
I know that we kind of like own this town, so I
Yeah.
want to get 300 gold piece worth diamonds. Just in case I do revivify again.
You got it. You are able to secure those diamonds.
Thank you.
I have a question, Tony.
Yes.
Can we get one more?
One more diamond?
One more gold dust?
Gold
Can I get
dust?
600? Can I get 600 instead of 300?
Basically,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Go ahead, Case, just in case got more than one person.
So I'm going to take one of them and I'm going to put it in my pouch and I'll show you where it's going to be.
Okay.
I say, I want to come back, but not like that. And I point over at Lucius.
Oh man.
I'm gonna hand off the high Durgar on my shoulder off to Cutter and be like, since you guys are going to rest, I'm gonna hand off this one.
What are you handing
I
off?
came in an awkward position. He actually put us in the Underdark for no bloody
I'm
reason.
handing off the high Durgar,
Cutter, could you take care of Jimmy?
please.
Find us the best inn, okay?
Let him wake up nude and find us with a little trail and note.
I don't want to see Jimmy nude. That is
I don't want to
scary.
see his. I do not need to see any of his, you know what, and his goodies. Thank
I
you very much.
hate the townspeople here, but not so much as I would subject them to that.
That is cruel.
I'm sure you don't have to worry about anything as long as you don't undress him in the shadows.
I still think that's cruel and unusual punishment. Even I wouldn't go that far.
He's a valuable
It's just
archer.
a harmless prank.
So
I'm sure.
I swear, sometimes you have too much good coming out of you.
And I
Well,
whisper I whisper in Lucius' ear, she does have too much good in her.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
You didn't. Unless you want to make a perception roll.
Well, I want to see if I heard that. 17.
Up
I
to
was
the
a
DM.
12. I mean,
DM?
right in front of me, Tony.
Well, if y'all are, what are you trying to see again?
We trying to see if
I whispered in Lucius's ear very
Mhm.
quietly after he said, sometimes I think she has too much good in her. I
Oh,
whispered
yeah.
in his
She
ear,
does have to.
she does have too much good in her. And I gave him a smile. So 17 for Tempest perception if she heard it, and 12 for Yuri if she heard it.
Sparrow heard it. Yuri did not.
that's fucked up. But I mean,
I don't want to know. I don't want to know at all. Let's just get this crap
you
done.
don't want to know.
I don't, and I don't do. Please don't tell me.
Okay,
As I walk,
let's
as I
go.
walk off, and I'm just kind of, I'm gonna start drag. I'm gonna start trying to drag. Tempest.
I turned back to Helen as I'm being dragged away, and I'm just like, what? That was good. So I guess we go around to. So how many shops does this town have, Tony?
I'd say you're in Dagger Falls. You've got, a general shop. You're not in a major city, so you're not gonna have like a huge amount and sort of items. You got the general store. We went over it in the beginning. I don't have the map on me right now. You've got the tanner, the leather maker. Again, the general store, the inn. The inn. That's right. Y'all killed the person there, so the inn is gone. That's right. That's right. You ate that person. That's another stream. That's another adventure you have to watch season 1.
Sounds to me like we own the inn.
Yeah, we own it.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. You also own Dagger Falls Keep, so you don't even need to worry about an inn. You've also got the. Let me see. I think there's not much. There's just like the leather worker, the general store, the general goods, like for traveling everything. Yeah, that's there isn't much.
Is there any magic items in the keep that we haven't pilfered yet?
What are you looking for?
Scrolls. I really like the hold person.
It is a fun spell, isn't it? It's very
Well,
fun.
I'd say you've pilfered everything, but there might be other areas that you could go to, where you might find some scrolls or something.
Okay.
It's always a possibility.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna-
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm gonna mention to Tempest that maybe we should explore some of these additional areas because it doesn't look like there's any shops that will have decent magic items.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let's do this while we have the time anyway. But first, let's. Do you think the general store would have health potions?
They might.
Oh.
We can ask.
That's a
I'll
general
tell you
store.
what.
We kind of expect
We'll
they
do.
would.
We'll do a roll for it. Let's do a roll to see, because I want to be nice. Because technically they wouldn't, but let's do a roll.
Well,
Go ahead.
Helen will say to Tempest, maybe is there a church nearby? And she's looking around.
Yeah. Do we see any temples?
Temple
A
was
cleric,
the-
a cleric might have created some health potions and brewed some.
We can't hear you, Tony.
I'm just thinking about.
Oh, okay.
I was listening to what you were saying. A cleric might have brewed some. All right, let's just say that so you're looking for a church. Then you is that what you're trying to find health potions, basically?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception roll, Helen, and then.
Okay. Does
I'm
Tempest
I'm helping her with this. So
Okay, go ahead and help her.
Just my character got locked up, so I don't know. I think I have a +3
Because
on
y'all are kind of walking around outside the city at this point, I guess, because you've left the area of town. You've talked, and Lucius was telling you his stuff. So now y'all are walking around. So you got a 16.
Correct.
Okay. You spot, in your knowledge, as being a cleric, some of the things that you've also learned is a little bit of herbology in your life as well. Is during your time that you've been around, because you're not new to this. Obviously, you're no newbie.
Nope.
So as you're walking around, Dagger Falls is known for a farming community. So there's a very rich soil there from hundreds of years of farming and techniques. So you actually notice some herbs that look like you think they may be healing herbs. Give me a nature roll.
Okay, I will. Unfortunately,
Actually, give me medicine. Give me medicine. Actually, give me medicine.
Okay.
Give me medicine, because that actually makes more sense.
Okay, it's the same. So I'm having a little bit of internet issues. I'm on two separate Wi-Fi. This one's working. The other one isn't.
It's okay.
So it says it's rolling dice. Oh, dirty 20.
nice.
All right. So you
Oh my
are
God.
definitely able to see that these herbs, as you bend down, you recognize these as the Farunian Nusara plant. And what this plant actually does, it has very similar properties to acetylsalicylic acid, which is what we would know as aspirin. And you're able to, that, given that not very long, this is a very basic formula that if you just got access to a little bit of fresh water and ground these up in a pestule, or even just, between two rocks, that you could make some form of salve that would be a healing, very similar to a cure light wounds potion, or cure potion. I'm saying sort of cure light wounds.
Okay. Then Helen will tell Tempest this, and she will say to Tempest that possibly her and Yuri might want to check out the castle, and she's going to spend her time creating several health potions from the herbs that she's finding here.
All right.
So,
Is it
she will go to the general store. She'll buy some empty vials, and she will make several health potions, however many you're willing to give me for the time period.
Roll 1d6 to see how many salves, not potions, they're salves. Salves you get out of it. So roll a 1d6. Oh, that's terrible.
I got
I'm
one.
sorry. All right. Well, you notice the one potion the one salve you're able to make is exceptionally well, so you can tell it will give max healing when you use it. So you do notice that, because you did a very good job on that one. All right. So, and what did y'all want from the store? Y'all wanted to go to the store real quick?
I would like to. I think there's a check for this. I I know there's one, I believe it's in Xanathars for downtime, but I would like to find out if I could find any scrolls around town, if there's any kind of scrolls around town, and like how high they are, like, just so I have extra spells. I don't have to take my slots up.
There's no mages in this town like that. This is just Dagger Falls. It's not a very large town other than Colderan, which you won't be getting anything from him anymore.
Anyone that we could like find on that visited on accident?
I think that there is a place that you know about that obviously might have some scrolls there. You were just,
like in a caravan down by the river?
In a van down by the river. No,
There's some dirty scrolls there.
so where are you wanting to search for these scrolls?
No, I'm just hoping I can see if they have any kind of scrolls. I would guessing there's going to be like some kind of random roll to see what levels they have, but if there were any there. But I'm looking for more like protection scrolls or any E or combat scrolls that I could use, especially combat actually, to make sure that to be more effective, so I don't have to use my own.
The best you could do is there's no scroll because there's no mage in this town that's creating magical weapons or anything like that. You could put in possibly let your messenger know Maricat.
Yes, sire. I will send for a mage, or possibly some type of general mage that could come and sell these things, but it may take some time.
Offer some incentive, and let's see. I'm going to check my inventory here if I have anything that's nice. Bat guano, hook, mountain lion claws and teeth, head of a wyvern. Gosh, I'm not sure if I have any jewels for him. A little bag of sand. And then do I have anything like, let me go ahead and I'll give 50 gold pieces.
This should incentivize him.
And going meta out of character, this now for next session, I'll roll some stuff and work it out, and I'll have a few things for the downtime. I'll have a few things available, but I don't want to make it like a mage in this town because it's not meant to even be close. You're in a small town, and when you eventually move on to larger areas, because I know y'all want to move on to other towns, then yeah. But right now,
I figure I'm just sending a runner out pretty much and to go find somebody and incentivize them to come to town to open up shop.
I will send out for a mage, sire, and hopefully we'll
Let
hear
him
something
know.
soon. Have I been good to you, sir?
He looks down like he wants a pet.
You most certainly have.
Thank you, sire.
And I give him a gold piece.
And Maricat, your little orc messenger, just kind of runs off since we don't have the scene set up. We're doing Theory of the Mind for a second. This is rare. Theory of the Mind in my games, All right.
So Tony, I'm going to give when I see Tempest again, I'm going to give her the salve to say that maybe she should give that to Cutter, so that this way if he gets damaged, he has a healing ability.
Yuri and Tempest, Yuri and I are at the keep trying to see if we find anything magical, scrolls, or just anything that'll help us.
Pretty much.
You remember, if y'all remember last time, you'd already gone through it when you took it over, and you also had all your guards go through it. So they come back this time, but it's nothing really magical or great. They come back with a few, like a rusty dagger, like, oh, this was behind like a barrel. We must have missed it during our first extensive search, because they really went through it for you, but they don't find anything new from what y'all had already found the first time.
I take the dagger in my hand and I melt it with acid, and I say, "You are the most pathetic guards I've ever seen in my life."
Hey, here's our scene then. I'm sorry, Mom. I swear I'll do better. Please forgive.
It's not like she's going to kill you right here. Jesus, man.
It kind of like runs off, you know, into the keep.
If any of you do that again, I will kill you right here. Please do not run off.
And I won't stop her.
This is a little pathetic. Come on.
The other guards kind of like are looking at each other, holding their necks like nervously, you know, because they remember, and you hear like whispers, butchers, butchers.
No. That's not our name anymore, okay? We go by the Flaming Braziers now.
Flaming Braziers.
Thank you.
Who made up such a silly name?
Like,
I mean, cool name.
Oh, you do not want to say that. I will have to tell our clerk that you called her name very stupid, and
No,
she's not
it's
going to
the
be
coolest
happy.
name ever.
No, I don't think she will.
It's the
And she will
coolest
send
name
you to
ever.
Hades with
It's
a
like
snap of a finger.
It's so funky. I love it.
Yeah, and you better sing our praises, or else she's gonna send a barbarian in, and you know he likes to kill things.
Oh
He
yeah.
He starts singing.
Joy to the Flaming Braziers. All hail Flaming Braziers.
Flaming Braziers. Flaming Braziers.
Flaming Braziers are the best.
Flaming Braziers are the best.
Yay! Flaming Braziers.
He starts.
Now, how much gold do we have in this place?
Oh yeah, that's a very good question.
Tony's-
I wanted to take the gold with us because I'm thinking we're gonna need that for the next town anyway.
I'm not so sure we're going to need gold where we're going, perhaps, unless we're going to the sewers of this town.
Well, that's true, but I still need money.
Me too.
Are you going to pay the rats?
No, it's for
No.
me.
I can kill the rats, but I like to have my pockets to jingle. So
Just a little.
just a little. Okay, we won't take all the gold. We'll just make the guards give us their gold. How many
Wow.
guards do we have in front of us?
Why don't we just take our gold and
So-
then take their gold too? Why not?
I mean, we don't want to be weighed down when we're fighting in the sewers, you know?
That's
That's
true.
so
I'm sure we'll find plenty down there. There's sure to be lots of riffraff down there, and who knows, maybe even a couple were-rats. Were-rats like to collect a lot of things, don't they? I mean, that's what rats do.
man, I don't
Disgusting
know.
creatures.
Well, I guess these pathetic people. Let's go find the inn.
All right, let's go. And as I exit the hallway, I want to just jump scare. So I want to jump scare one of the guards for fun.
All right. Roll. Let's see. Give me. How do you want to do this jump scare? Describe what you're gonna do, then we'll see how I'm gonna do the roll.
That's basically like the last guard that's gonna be at the end of the hallway. As soon as I exit, I'm gonna look at them and I'm just gonna do like one of those, like a jump scare. I don't know how to describe it. I don't, because you can't see me on screen that
All
I'm
right,
doing.
we'll
Like,
say you're gonna like quickly. He's gonna be walking by, and you're gonna drop down like from from the stairway, and be like, ha ha! All right, sound good?
yes.
All right. So roll me an acrobatics check
Oh
to s-
Jesus.
to
Okay.
see if get above a 15.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
You got this.
I'm
Yeah, but-
certainly
You have
try.
like a 10 dex or something.
That's a 13.
right. So you go to jump out this guard, and you're like, ha ha! And you slip kind of on the stairway, and you fall on your coccyx.
If he decides to laugh, I
You're
will
watching
stab.
Napoleon Dynamite. Your coccyx.
If anybody laughs, I'm going to. What am I gonna do?
I will stab him if
Oh,
he
wait,
decides to
wait.
laugh.
Wait a minute. Tempest,
Everybody,
are you laughing?
everybody.
Oh
roll
yeah, I can laugh.
Everybody roll perception. Everybody roll perception. They see if they saw Yuri bust her ass.
I'm
Score
not
above
there.
it- Wait.
I'm not
score-
there. I'm making potions in the field.
Oh well, then whoever's there, roll above a 12 and see if you saw it.
Yeah, no, I got a 7. I'm over there messing with my
Oh,
nails.
luckily for you, Yuri, no one saw your utter humiliation and embarrassment. And the guard kind of looks at you, and because he doesn't want to laugh, I don't know if you ever saw the Monty Python's Biggest Dickus skit.
Oh.
He's trying not to laugh.
You laugh, you die.
You guys remember that movie from 1981?
Shut up, Eric. Shut up, Eric. I hate you so much right now. I hate you so much.
Oh man, that was funny.
Great movie. Funny.
And I'm gonna proceed to get up and just.
What movie are we talking about?
Brian, Life of Brian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually have seen it because somebody mentioned that. Yeah, it's funny.
I'm just looking at. Why are you on the floor, Yuri?
No, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm great. Perfectly fine.
Okay.
The guard's still not trying to laugh. He's trying like.
Is he constipated?
I think he is, because I think he needs to die, right?
Is he at the top of the stairs?
Yeah.
Can I push him? No.
Sure.
No, please.
I will help you.
Wait. He's looking. Are you really gonna push him down the stairs?
Yes.
Oh hell yeah.
Fuck yes.
God, y'all are so abusive to your employees. Remind me never to work for any of y'all. Go ahead and roll me a contested strength roll against the guard. See if you can push him down. I'll just roll normal.
And Yuri's helping me too. So.
Oh yeah, no, you have advantage.
Yeah,
I have an 18 strength. I don't know if you want to do it.
That's great because I have a -1 to my strength.
Oh Jesus. What? Oh Jesus.
All right, you go to push the guard, and he kind of does like an Aikido move. I guess this guard, he's been planning, knowing that y'all were kind of tough. Maybe he's been planning self-defense just in case this day ever came. And he doesn't do it in an aggressive way, kind of like he's like, does this thing where he lets you know the nurse will come by, and he kind of like does that to you, and you keep going, and now you fall down the stairs and bust your ass, and the guard just stands there trying not to laugh at the same time going, I'm sorry.
I really
man.
I'm leaving now. I'm leaving.
Well, that didn't go as planned. Let's go.
I really wanted to just stab him, just be like, attack of opportunity, stab, but I can't do that. It's okay.
Oh, you're trying to stab him?
I want to try, but it's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not even gonna try. It's fine. Don't even worry about it.
So he quickly runs, up the stairs, out of there, and he's gone. You could hear his armor clanking and his boots clicking on the stone as he exits.
I think that went well.
I should have took a page out of Cutter's book and be like, I want to rage.
I want to rage.
I should have raged.
I should have just used my strength just to help you push him down.
I thought you were.
I didn't know if I should roll for that one because I was like, I thought the advantage would just give it to you.
Yeah, make me feel strong. Thanks. All right. I think we're gonna just head back to the inn now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Oh, you're heading back to the inn for a while.
Oh, we'll catch up with Helen, and then I guess we'll all head back to the inn.
Give you the salve and say, this will be for Cutter.
Okay, I'll make sure he gets it.
Well, I was thinking maybe you should hold on to it in case he needs it when there isn't any healing.
That's you are way smarter than me, so yeah.
Well, I was just thinking that there may come a day when you need this. And I give her a pat on the back and kind of rub her shoulder and.
Man. Oh, Helen, you are the best.
I love you, girl. I'll
Love
be
you
back.
too. Thank you. I know. I can feel it right here.
Now, let's go get those guys, rest somewhat, and help Lucius out with his
situation.
With his problem and our new target for Lord Hades.
This is obviously a backstory to that, but I'm very confused.
I think he'll eventually tell us.
Why are you confused? Surely he has the capability to procreate.
It's not that. It's just, did you see how hot that girl was?
You're getting so much side eye right now.
Wait, is he with us right now?
No, he's not with us right now.
I'm just like, did you see how hot that girl was? I mean,
She was very attractive.
right?
He was probably into something more than just his looks. I mean,
Imagine Lucius with like a bunch of muscles before we got him. We got the after.
he wasn't like this before, so there has to be something else.
Well, I will say this, in the time period that I was in the underworld, I saw a lot of couples that stayed together for eternity, and they were all different. Some of them were very beautiful, and some of them were very brawny or smart or kind, or they all had different qualities. And I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe that's why the other individual found them appealing, because they were different and they weren't the same. I mean, look at you and Cutter. I mean, I would never put you two together, but look how well that works for you both.
I will agree with that one.
I will also agree with that one.
It's kind of an odd pairing, but I go with it.
It is. So for Lucius and whoever that girl was, they found something unique with each other.
On the inside, Yuri is slightly sad because everyone seems to have more game than the paladin.
But
oh, honey, charisma is. I'm all about charisma.
Oh yeah,
you're
talking to the one that has charisma.
I can teach you how to pick somebody else.
Helen will look confused. Helen will look confused at Yuri, and then she'll say, "But you're supposed to be a paladin and devoted. Why would you ever have a mate?"
And I walk off. I'm done.
Let's just say sometimes I don't necessarily want to be alone forever. Let's go with that.
Oh, okay. Sure, you don't want to be a paladin forever. I understand.
Sometimes in this day and age, sometimes you just don't want to be alone anymore, and it just happens.
Well, Yuri, you're not alone. You're with all of us.
True. And I leave it at that. I just leave it at that with Helen. I leave it at
Helen.
that.
Helen still looks very confused as they walk off, because she's like, that doesn't make sense.
I think maybe Helen understands but doesn't understand at the same time. So
yes, exactly. Exactly.
So
she understands but doesn't understand.
Exactly. So with that, I walk off. I'm like, let's just go.
So we're back. We're at the inn.
Yeah.
So you're at the inn. You're gonna take a rest for the night, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. I'll just speed through it, unless someone wants to speak to someone at the inn.
I only have one quick thing, which is
Yep.
When everyone gets back to the inn, they'll notice Cutter's gone, and he comes back. It'll be obviously from his feet that he's been out in the forest, and he comes back, and he has a small cloth wrapped around something, several somethings. He lays it out on the table, and there are 6 stakes, wooden stakes that he has obviously gathered from the forest with great care, and then with his whittling skills has created some nice pointy spikes, and it has some elvish writing on it. It's the same elvish writing on each one, and he hands one to everybody in the group. He says, for next time we meet him.
Cutter, how thoughtful.
And what does the writing say?
Lucius makes a burst out laughing.
No idea what this says. Thank you.
Vasun. It's fuck off, Barnabas.
So she wanders over to Lucius and she says, "You don't need a stake, of course, but the rest of us might. You are very powerful, Lucius."
One would need a heart for a stick, wouldn't they?
Not necessarily. From
What
what
do-
I understand, that's how you keep a vampire down.
I still don't understand what I've been given.
I do see what you did to him. It is because of you that he was assisted out the door, but he's not dead.
I'll burn him next time.
Yes. Let's rest, and then we will go for your prize.
All right. Does anybody else want to say anything, or is everybody just gonna hit the
Ready to
rest?
and go.
Hit
Rest
the
and
rest.
go, sir.
Rest and
Okay.
go.
Oh, look at that beautiful shot JC set up. Oh man. Tell you, JC always doing those amazing shots. All right, so you're resting in that beautiful inn that you see right there in Dagger Falls to the top, in the top right. That's the inn with the stairs and everything. So you have taken a nice rest, 8 hours. Everybody's healed up. You got all your spell slots back. You can hear, people are busy and bustling downstairs. What do you want to do?
Grab some grub, then head out.
All right. We'll just go ahead. We'll just say you grab the food and you're heading out.
So how long of a trek from where we are to the sewers? Are we just, I want to know so I can cast Mage Armor.
You got time to cast it.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
As you're going towards, so y'all basically then you exit the inn. So you're like you said, is that right? And y'all are walking towards the sewers.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So as you do that, you get close to the sewers and you begin to hear a town crier. He's right in front of the sewers, and he's ding ding. I don't have my bell. I was told by I've been told no more bell. It messes with the sound. So you'll just have to hear ding ding, ding ding, ding ding, ding ding. A group of don collectors sent into the sewers 1 week ago has not returned. A group of adventurers who were then hired by the family of the workers went into the sewers just 4 days ago and have not returned either. Anyone going into the sewers is advised to take time for proper preparations and go forth at their own risk. Ding ding, ding ding, ding ding. A wizard was seen going into the sewers, but chasing after what appeared to be a thief. No one knows what happened to them, but surely he must have had an item of great value to be running so fast into a place that barely even the beggars would want to go. Ding ding! Stay out of the sewers of death! Ding ding! Ding ding!
Sewers of death. They will be.
I guess that part was an embellishment. Sewers of death.
They obviously hired the wrong people.
So the sewers of death meets the flaming braziers.
Oh, good one.
I still can't believe that's our name.
It's our name.
It is now, just like the good team.
It's our
just like the
name.
good
There
team
is
is
no-
just
I know.
chicken.
Yes, at least it's better than the flaming shits, no?
That's true.
Well,
That's
I don't-
true.
Well, you were the only one that was kicked into a pile of shit anyway, so. it wouldn't make
Lucius?
sense.
Do you know this wizard?
Actually, no, not really.
They didn't say the name. They didn't say the name. They just said a wizard.
I know a wizard, but I don't really know of him. I just know that, well, let's say he was the reason why I am the way I am.
Does he have any weaknesses?
I have no idea. Perhaps vanity.
We all have that weakness.
Yes, he craves power. He craves power. That's his weakness, I would say.
Let's show him why. You're the one to fear. And then I take off towards the sewer.
All right. So what are y'all doing at this point?
Is Helen leaving us at this point?
Hmm?
Is Helen leaving us at this point?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a very good question. I mean, I have no problem with going down the sewer first. I don't really care.
I will stay with you for as long as I can. When I hear my name called, I will have to leave.
She can always.
All right,
maybe-
well, Cowabunga, dude, let's go.
That's cool.
Oh, dude, that reminds me of that freaking thing you posted in debauchery. That post with
God, I love being a wizard.
when the plan fails, it's Cowabunga, dude.
Cowabunga, let's go.
Oh
yeah,
my
Eric
God.
posted this picture of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It says in Dungeons and Dragons, when the party realizes the plan failed, then it's Cowabunga, dude. All right.
I feel like that's always the escape plan in every situation, except in some of the most extreme situations. There are some extreme endings.
All right, so y'all are going into the sewers. What order do y'all want? Well, first of all, you don't need to be in order at this point. I'll just put you in. I'll put you in here. Just down a little.
The sewer sets are one of my favorite for Gordon Forge.
What'd you say?
The sewer sets are some of my favorites for Gordon Forge.
I just want to
They do
point
look
out
beautiful.
This
I
is
like
not
them.
this is not a factory painted version though.
No, it's not. I was just about to say I want to
Yeah,
point
that
out
moss looks
that-
killer.
Yeah, the guy who painted this did an amazing. This is what I talk about as. This is to me a close to a perfect paint job when it comes to. I love detail, and the guy who did this did amazing detail work. He put poop and slime. He put the moss.
You brought up poop again.
Yeah, okay.
Tony has a fascination with poop, man.
I get.
And
Well,
that-
He really does.
I think what it is I must subconsciously miss it because I no longer have to change a diaper. Diapers ended just like I say about 4 or 5 months ago for me. So, it's like, wow, maybe I've subconsciously missed it. But he also put he put like poop and the fetid stuff everywhere. He has moss. When you look at the ladder pieces, he had like the rungs. He put like moss and slime hanging from the just absolutely gorgeous detail. And that is what impresses me most in paint jobs. So yeah, this guy did a great job. I can't help but I mean, it was amazing. But he doesn't paint anymore, so too bad. I think this drove him crazy because I don't think he realized how much work it was. And after that, he's like, I don't know if I want to paint any more terrain. It's like, hey man, I was like, thank you though. Because it was his first time painting Dwarven Forge. He thought it was probably like normal terrain, like really easy. It's like, no.
Cutter will be in front, buddy.
But yeah, so you come into the sewers and you can see the sewers are, vast. As you already know about these sewers, they have a history. The sewers are vast and interesting. Many adventurers await those bold enough to explore them. Several nasty traps you have heard have claimed many victims in the past in the reckoning darkness. Most dangerous, however, are human PCs.
I'm like waiting to see. The only thing I'm afraid of is a slime, probably. The only thing I wouldn't be afraid to say.
So there's like perhaps the odd tick or giant centipede and a whole lot of rats are down here, but most people would never even come down here. The only people that kind of do come down here that you know about are like the poor, because they kind of come into this area to avoid being robbed or attacked, because even thieves don't want to go down to this place because it stinks and it's just absolutely disgusting. As you go into the area, you also smell the stench of an open privy or a kitchen midden and the choking reek of human excrement and rotted food. All right, So, and then in front of you, right as you go in, oh, you can't see the body now. Let me move Cutter out the way. You see a body of what looks like a man who's holding like a kind of like a shovel of some kind laying before you as you see the sewers. And again, you have the sewers are steamy from the poop and the pee, going up. I said it again. Now you got me thinking about it, and I'm saying it all the goddamn time.
We should have a drinking game.
It's like being aware of your tongue. Once you think about your tongue, you can't help but feel it in your mouth, and now you all can feel it.
You
Why
made me want to throw up
like
right
that?
now. I want to throw up.
It's like, damn it,
Why
now
you
it's not
saying
enough.
it like-
I don't have enough space in my mouth. But anyway, so yeah, you see this body in front of you. It looks like it's kind of like tore up, from a distance, but you'd have to get closer to know anything. What do y'all want to do at this point?
Go search the body.
Yeah,
I say-
Helen will do a medicine check to see what happened to the body, like what tore it up.
Okay, give me a medicine check.
I'm gonna walk towards it with my sword out because I know we're dealing with a necromancer.
You sure about that? So
Pretty
you
sure.
don't know what's coming down here, Eric. See, you don't
No.
know this one.
I can only count on the poop.
Technically, poop is combustible, so you
You
could
keep
light it on
saying
fire
poop.
if you wanted it to.
All right.
So Tony, I got a 15 on my medicine check to figure out what
that's
he
good.
died of.
That is good enough. So you're able, as you examine the body, Helen, you notice that there's like bite marks of this creature, like huge, like it looks like teeth and everything. You also see, you get the give me a survival too. Give me a survival.
Okay. 1 second, let me see what that is.
Lucius, maybe.
As
you
you're
wanna
doing
get-
that, I'll keep going over the medicine. It looks like that he might have died from extreme blood loss due to his wound that is on his upper thigh. You can see that, your knowledge of medicine, you see that the top part of his thigh is kind of missing and a huge chunk of the muscle is out. Around the area, it's become dried with blood and caked. So you can tell that the wound had happened and then it continued to bleed and he made it here. You rolled another 15. Okay, that's a success. You surmise, now through your knowledge of survival, you can look at his legs and you get the thought and surmise that he must have been running. He was able to survive. I should have said investigation, but F it. So he was able to run. He must have been escaping something somehow. You also see on his arm, there appears to be like, it's weird, like almost like suction marks, like small suction cup marks.
Okay, I will be pointing those out as you described them to me, Tony. I would be pointing them out to the party, like saying, "Look here, suction marks. He's obviously been running." So, I will explain all that to the party.
Okay.
So you think it's some kind of sea creature down here?
Not likely.
No. Hey, Tony, the bite marks on him, do they look like they were made by a dog, by a rat, by a rabbit?
Give me an investigation.
I was thinking of an octopus, to be honest. Because sometimes I heard suction cup, and I'm like, octopus?
Does anybody want to help me investigate?
Yeah, I will. I'll give her the boost. Give her
Thank you
advantage.
for your sub, Amy. I saw her for 5 months. Thank you.
All right, so I'll roll.
She's a loyal viewer.
Let's see how this goes. I got no
Okay, so that-
pluses to my investigation, so.
Give her
She was
advantage.
before she played. Ooh, roll again. One more time now. Come on, make it good.
Nat 20, yo. Get that nat 20.
Get that nat 20.
Oh,
Ooh, okay.
Oh, it's actually
you're-
13, right?
No, it was actually I didn't realize when I hit 2, it just rolled and added them together weirdly. So really, actually, Tony, I rolled a 6 and a 3, so I did badly. I can't find anything on him, even with.
Oh no. You don't find. You're able to look at the wounds, and they're just so ghastly, like a tearing and shredding of the flesh.
I can't tell how big the creature
Yeah,
is.
that you really can't tell. You just know it's grievous and definitely most likely contributed to his death.
Lucius, do you want to get Fibo out and have him go before us and check? see if we're walking into a trap or something?
Yes, Fievel. He made it. He made it out of the... I forgot all about Fievel. And then I dig in my pack and I find Fievel like literally still hiding. He's sleeping in the bottom of the pack. I pull him out and I say, "All right, little guy, it's your turn now."
As you get Fievel out of your pack, though, you begin to hear a rumbling sound.
Something might be coming.
It sounds like, but then it sounds like water in the distance. And then in front of you, all of a sudden, a huge flood of sewer water is coming straight down the canal at you. It looks like, a huge push of water down here in the sewers. I need everyone to roll a strength save of DC or similar roll. You can do acrobatics or strength. Athletics or acrobatics. And you need to do at least a DC 14 or more to avoid being knocked over, and then there's a chance that you might have something else happen. So
I have a +7. I really am sad today because I have a +7 in athletics.
Athletics.
Like,
You rolled a natural 1? Uh-oh.
A natural 1
ouch.
+7.
Well, maybe
7.
she got it out for everybody else. Ooh,
I know. I'm
this
sad
isn't
though.
good.
Do I have time to rage since I hear and see water coming?
I rolled a 1 too.
Let's see how this goes.
Wow, I rolled a 7.
I'd say Cutter had time to rage because he heard the rumbling, so possibly,
This
All
should
right,
be fun.
so-
Off to a great start.
Everybody,
Yep.
Everybody fail?
Everybody knows.
Okay,
Everybody
I want
fail.
y'all. Wait,
Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
cut. I want to cut and paste this so y'all don't think I'm trying to screw you. I'm gonna put it into the chat.
And we all drown. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Well, we won't be back next week.
Oh gosh.
All right, so everybody gets knocked over as this huge flood of poop and piss comes running over you. Just
Ew.
flood. And we're not talking. It's not the soft. It's the bad poo. It's
wait.
soft. It's soft and hard at the same time, so it smears. It's the smear. You did not get lucky and get the little chunks that just kind of wave and go away. No. This is the
You got
smeary
the corn
kind.
pieces.
Of course we did.
No
We got-
corn pieces.
We
It's
got the king obsessed with poop. Of course we did.
Oh my god, y'all make me want to throw up right now.
So wait
Oh
a
my
minute.
God.
You're in. It's not fair because you're in a sewer, and this is part of a sewer roll. You can't blame me. Somebody, come on, this ain't fair.
You have us rolling in poop, literally rolling,
All right.
Hard to know.
rolling
To
around.
be
in
fair, I
poop.
have to agree with Amy on this one. Like, come
So-
on.
Everybody
everyone
has
in the deep.
also. Hold on,
We're all
because you might have.
prone.
You're obviously prone. And then this is the disease. If infected, hold on, let me copy and show you what happens, and then I'll read it to the stream.
Oh crap! Literally.
Okay. So let me read to the stream. An unexpected flood hits the adventurers. They all failed, and they have exposed themselves to disease, and they have a 10% chance that an item in their possession is lost in the current. Now, how effed up is that? So
I literally
it's gonna
don't
either
like
be,
this.
so it's either gonna be something that like sword, shield, potions. I'll let them roll, but they gotta give the number to the item and then they roll. So there's a chance they might lose even Olar in this, unless of course Eric passed. I don't know. Did you pass? No, Cutter did not pass. So there's a chance that he might. They gotta. So and then of course the disease that they have is if the infected party member, you have flu-like symptoms and you have disadvantage on all dex, strength, and con saving throws and skill-related checks. Diseases can be cured with lesser restoration.
So, question? It
Yes.
says we are.
Shouldn't have told you
exposed-
that.
Well, I have a question. It says we are exposed to a disease, but does that mean we are automatically diseased? Because that sounds like a different check. How does that work?
I'll you know what? I'll let y'all. I think it would make y'all automatically exposed, but let's make it fun. Exposed means you caught it to my eyes, but I'll make it fun. Do a roll for it. I'll let everybody do a con, straight con, and 15 or more, you don't get the disease.
Great. My con score is like 0 now.
My con is like a 14. Come on.
I thought
I guess Tempest ain't rolling those 20s back to back no more.
Disease right now.
Man, y'all are rolling like I usually roll.
It's fine. I can get rid of this disease in 2 seconds.
Y'all better.
I get an extra 20.
Oh, 20.
Y'all better pray we don't have combat tonight with the way y'all are rolling. Somebody
Oh my
will
God.
die.
Oh God, combat.
Hades is looking after you, Helen. Hades is looking after you.
Because you know what? I got dinged for my con, so my con plus now is 0.
Oh, that's right too.
So I needed that natural 20.
You got it, but you got it, and it works.
Oh my God.
I think
Alright,
I failed
so
as well.
everyone that rolled below that 15 is now sick.
Hey,
You
can I ask a
got
question, DM?
Yes, what's up?
Can I ask a question? Did Lucius fail?
I rolled 12.
Yes, he did. He failed.
Okay, may I use my inspiration to have a reroll for Lucius?
He already did. He rolled it twice, and it would be another failure. He rolled an actual negative, actual 1 on the 2 rolls. So even if you give him inspiration, which you can do, if you
But this
look
is
at the
after
chat,
the roll. This is after the roll. That means I should get another roll.
You think you should? You think I should do that?
I think that's enough.
I mean, if you're giving out inspiration.
That was
Well,
one.
Well, I was gonna give up my inspiration for one of the
But
other players to
because
get a reroll.
Helen's leaving, she gets the special Helen gift. So of course reroll.
Reroll Lucius, and I'll take off my inspiration.
Reroll wing.
The gift of gifting.
Oh.
And he still failed.
So Lord Hades isn't helping you out, dude.
You just you obviously
We're
did
no
not get
longer in
your
his
flu shot.
realm.
You did not get your
literally
flu
am
shot.
sad.
We're in the
Alright.
some other lord's realm right now.
So
Okay,
on top,
so I have a question. So Tony, I would suggest something with this 10% chance of a item. Like she should categorize it for us, because I could say like, oh, I have a locket of hair, right? So like how
all right,
you know,
it has to be a sword. It has to be a weapon, or a piece of armor, or something valuable. You can't say. I mean, there's no chance for risk if you say a lock of hair, like Eric's saying. So sword,
I
armor,
have a lot of valuable things like hook core hooks and
no ingredients. It would have to be a
these are not
scroll.
ingredients. These are mementos. You know, not
so do they
like
have-
claws and teeth
If I
and
that
lose
one-
backbones.
to
one of
be
my
A
weapons, I swear.
scroll, wand, spell book. If
you
you're a
have to be
magic user.
magical.
I will lose a
I already have a
javelin for this.
dagger
I
and
don't
like
care. I will
crossbow.
lose one of my javelins for this.
And I use neither of those things, so.
It has to be random, guys, though. So assign a number and roll
Sign
a
a
D10.
number, and then let me know the number that you're assigning these things. Well, that's gonna take a
So-
while.
Isn't it 10% chance that you have to roll a D100?
Let's
You can roll a d20 and it'd be a 1 or 2,
Yeah, exactly. It can be anything as long as it's 10%.
or d10 and roll a 1. Yeah. So
Oh.
let's just
So,
do it so it's easy, so we're not going over like 20 items. Just do weapon or armor, or
does it have to be
yeah.
magical?
or yeah. That I don't think everybody has a magical piece of equipment. If
I
they
do.
well,
I have
if
a-
everybody
I have an
has
axe.
well, if everybody has a magical piece of equipment, then one of the things has to be that magical piece of equipment
There
to
we
make
go.
it a chance.
There we go. Okay.
So
So put
you're
your
sa-
magic. If it's a magic equipment, everybody's magic equipment is the roll of 1. So roll of 1d 6 or 1
6. No, it's not 10%.
10 or D6.
What kind of math is that?
Well, how
It-
many? Roll a
10%.
1d4 because actually there's only like 3 items. It's armor, weapon, or magic
Oh,
item or
okay.
something.
I rolled a D100 and I didn't get that 10% though.
Yeah, so I think that's what matters first, right?
Yeah. So roll your 10% to see. You might not even have to worry about doing the
Right.
weapon.
And it'd be under 10%, right? 0-1 to 0-10.
Yes. Yeah. We'll say that 0 to 10 if you're on a D100.
I'm good.
I
Wait,
think
am I
I'm
rolling a
good.
D10 or a D100? I'm sorry.
I roll a D100 if I were you.
Okay. God damn it. Hold on.
All right, Sparrow, you're fine. Cutter's fine. Winged is fine. Looks like Yuri.
We're not really fine. We're diseased right now.
On the
Yeah.
on a
I
on a
have
D10.
lay on hands. I can get rid of your disease in 2 seconds.
Well, touch me then.
On a D10, you would have had to roll a 1 to be a 10%. So you're fine. You got the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All that has to roll is Amy or Helen.
I got a natural 20, remember?
No, son. Oh, on your D. No, I'm talking about on the item.
No, I rolled a natural 20 for my save, so I don't remember.
So she doesn't lose anything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. She doesn't fall down, so she's fine. Okay. As long as you didn't fall, then yeah, you're fine. So yeah, that's it. So no one lost any items, but you guys are adding. Not only now are you in poop and piss, you're also now puking your guts out. And we're talking, this is that flu where this is the flu so bad that it's coming out, you're squirting on the other end as you're
God.
puking. It's that kind of flu.
Yeah.
Ew.
That's disgusting.
That is
We've all had that before.
I call
So,
out the engagement.
I call it the guaranteed 10-pound weight loss.
Oh God. As soon as we're done and this weird tsunami passes, I'm gonna just use 5 of my lay on hands on everyone around me. Cause I have that many. Wait, hold on. How many do I have?
I don't
Right, you
know.
can do that.
Cutter
Hold
and Helen didn't fail. It was only you,
I have
me, and
25.
Lucius.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my lay on hands on the ones that lost it that are diseased. So as soon as I touch you, the disease goes away. That's how my lay on hands works.
reach out and touch me.
It's the good time.
Okay, I think you have to use like 5 points of healing to remove disease or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I lose 15. But I still have 10. I never use them I don't use them for anything but this.
Okay.
All right, so
That's good.
your lay on hands cures disease. Okay.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, it does.
So
Fine.
so you cured all the people that had the flu then?
Yes. I believe it
Okay.
was only the 3 of us.
Yes.
Or
Alright.
did Cutter lose as well or no?
No.
No, Cutter
No.
passed. Cutter has that crazy con, so he didn't fail.
Okay, so I lost 15.
Actually,
Have you seen the stuff Cutter eats? I mean, seriously.
All right. So
It's 9 o'clock, by the way. Or yes, 9 p.m.
no, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were RP.
I was saying it's 9 p.m.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I thought you said go DM. Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah, it's about 9 o'clock right here. So we're gonna stop it right they are in the sewers at this body.
So
and
as before, the curtain kind of falls and it fades to black.
oh, get your
Helen's-
boo boo rags out.
Yep, Helen's gonna back up and she's gonna whisper in Lucius's ear and say, "We will be in touch." And she starts to back away and she looks. I don't know if Tempest or Cutter or Yuri look at her, and she starts to fade and walk backwards.
I think I'm gagging at the fact that I have shit on me.
I'll spell better when I see you again.
Goodbye, Helen.
I wave as I'm actually looking in the direction after just kind of being in disgust of myself.
And I turn around and I look at you as you're leaving, and I'm just like, she will be missed.
I'll be back.
And then all you hear just like this faint like voice of hers, "I will be back." And then she just fades away.
I hold my my new marking with my hand over my marking and just bow my head.
Oh, I'm sad.
It's all right, y'all. You can listen to me, and it's really her talking now.
Well, that's the only reason we would listen to you, Lucius.
Oh, you shut up, sorcerer.
I must admit, you have a new I don't really know what the word is, but you're different.
Got a makeover.
The maker.
He looks better.
Yeah, you do. You
As I
seem
say,
stronger.
you hear a little bit of sarcasm in my voice. A little bit.
You say I look tired?
You look better.
Stronger.
I feel and look like shit right now. As do you.
No, really. I didn't notice.
Well, we can't argue with that.
You know, I could just leave you diseased next time. I didn't have to do that.
An important question I have is what caused this flood?
A
Well-
very good question. I don't know.
I do not know how the sewers function, but I'm sure that they do that now and then. And then I say, wait a minute, where's Fievel?
Fievel.
Fievel.
Shit.
Ooh.
You mean
I
you're
just-
familiar?
Is Fievel just surfing in the water, or was he doing like? Is he like
Roll me a 1d20 to see if Five will made it. 12 or higher, Five will survive.
Oh, jeez. Poor Fievel.
What if he
I
if
won't
he
say
gets
survived. He's just
down-
washed away.
If he gets washed down, does that mean like I'm getting like a new vision before we leave?
Yes, I will definitely
I
tell you
rolled a
what he
15
sees.
of a d20.
All right, so you see Fievel, you're able to see that he is just out of reach. He was around the corner, but all you're seeing is that he's kind of underwater with little chunks of brown going in front of his eyes. There seems to be panic as he's trying to get to the top, but he can't. So he's no, I don't think Fievel's gonna make it. Roll one more time to see if he's able to survive.
Oh,
Give him mouth to mouth.
I would
Ugh.
not do that. All right, so Fievel's able to crawl his way onto a little turd, and then he's up against the wall now, and he's probably about 50 feet from you down. That you now know, and because he can actually see you right around the corner, so you know he's okay.
I rolled an 18, by the way. Should we? Yeah, okay, that's.
Yeah,
Where is he exactly? And do we notice where he is or no?
yeah, he's not too far from you. He comes scurrying back towards you, Lucius. So you've got Fievel back. And we're gonna end it though now that you've got Fievel back.
Oh, Fievel's okay.
Fievel's
He'll guide us
okay.
on our way, so we don't have to have Cutter rush into danger.
Oh, that's gonna happen, I'm sure. Anyway, so
It's gonna happen.
That's gonna
Oh, of course.
So I just want to say thank you so much, Amy, for joining us and playing these last few months. It's been like about 2 months now, I think. Been a few games. Has it been that long?
Longer than that, dude.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been a while. And you were also a fan before that, because I can remember when we first started, you were coming in here and watching us and everything. So
Well,
thank
know
you
what's
so
funny, Tony, you know what's funny is she started out as a fan, then became a player, and she's no longer a fan.
She's both. She's better. She's something more. She's morphed.
But you don't know what.
But we don't know what. We'll have to come up with it, a new word. But thank you, yeah, for being a fan and supporting us and coming here and playing. And thank you again for your wonderful gift that you gave me. I can, although a part of me really would love to keep it. I made the joke to the party in the beginning. I was saying it was like, I don't know if you were here for this. It was like Lord of the Rings when I opened it up. A part of me is like Bilbo was like looking at the ring. Why shouldn't I keep it? After all, it came to me. So there's part of me would love to keep it, but no, I'm going to be giving it away. So thank you so much for that. And hopefully we'll see you again. I know you're going to be voicing an NPC, a very special one for the Stefan game. So we're going to be going over, we're going to be going over the cool stuff that you'll be doing when we have the rehearsal game on the 26th, which I think I sent you the information for that. The rehearsal game is the 26th at 1 p.m. EST. So yeah, we'll be doing that, and thank you so much. And thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to our viewers. Thank you to the D&D Creative Table Design, Reaper Miniatures, Trollord Games, and Stat Trackers. And we are going to see you all later. Thank you, guys. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye. And if I forgot something, Eric, let me know. Did I forget anything? I don't think so.
No, you forgot to thank me again.
Thanks to Eric, our business director.
Yay, me!
Out
Yay,
there in
woo!
Gen Con.
Eric!
And bye to Amy